We're back.
All I
How's it
can
going,
do.
man?
That's all the power I have.
Yeah,
One
just the
thumb, one
thumb.
thumb. So yes,
We're back, man. How's it going? You right?
I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Hold on. Let me light up. I'm doing roll call.
All right, sweet. Yeah, welcome on
So
in,
how have you been?
everyone. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I've been all right. I went camping on Saturday, and it was an amazing time. But I got my van stuck in the mud because I was too impatient with these. Have you ever driven down these singular like country roads where it's just one road for one car, and yeah, that sort of situation? I thought, do you know what? I'm going to turn around, and then I got stuck. So, but anyway, I'm here. I'm alive. I don't think the Welsh like me that much, but anyway, especially that farmer who helped me out. And but anyway, I'm all good. Actually, I had a tooth out as well, so I'm now 2 teeth removed and no pain and no bad breath. I know English got a bit of stigma, isn't it, when it comes to bad breath? But no, seriously, that rotted tooth was awful. But it was, yes, one true Saxon. It was in fact a gay camping trip. When I say gay, I mean happy. It was a happy camping trip, mate. But anyway, enough about me. We've got a less organized show, I should say, in terms of a specific topic. Okay. So I created the thumbnail, all right, and then I was supposed to send a message to you, Hidden, saying, do you know what? I'm not too sure about the wording, and it's to do with the so-called, I'm not going to drop too much on it, but the Trump announcement that there will be a UFO disclosure on the anniversary of Roswell, which will be the oh God, how many years? 69 years, 89 years, something like that. Not very long there. But it's to celebrate the anniversary with a full-on disclosure on July the 8th of this year. Now,
somebody's asking if you're talking about the Jews again. Are you talking about the Jews again?
No. There you go. No, we're not David Icke territory here. 79 years.
Thank you, John Stokes.
79 years. It makes sense to announce the disclosure on the 80th anniversary, but apparently to one person. Do you know how's it going, Rory? Nice to see you. How do you know how this came about? Do you know who actually brought the story out?
No.
Hey, CD, welcome on in. Would you like me to show you? My dear heart. Go on. Let's have a laugh. Come on. This is Hidden Underbelly show. We have a laugh on here. Right. Well, first things first. I need to find the flipping video. Oh, here it is. Okay, fantastic. Oh, hold on. 2 seconds. All right, this will be a fun one. Right, let's do this. How's it going, Johnny? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Right, let's bring up Twitter. Hey, Green Tea, how's it going? Here we go. Right, sight. So this is where it all spans from, guys. Mark Christopher Lee on X, otherwise known on Twitter. Hold on, let me just find it. Because remember about pretentious names. Would you like to have a little guess on what this guy's TikTok name is?
The Truth Speaker.
No, the King of UFOs.
There we go.
So the name.
I thought always the worst one was what Tyler did. He had a TikTok channel. I think he called himself UFO God. And I thought, what a knob.
Oh my God! But anyway, this is where it all spans from. So Mark actually written a documentary on the Redisham Forest incident. So he's a documentary filmmaker, and he shoves a lot of nonsensical stuff, especially about the Free Atlas stuff. But this is what he has to say. And he has a true insider hidden. He has a true insider. Ready? Trustworthy.
Hello, and thank you for all your support here on X. I just want to clarify a few things regarding President Trump and UFO disclosure. My source, who I trust implicitly and has been vetted, they have told me that President Trump has written his UFO disclosure speech with his advisors and is set to announce to the world on July the 8th,
You know that's
the
bullshit straight
anniversary
away.
of the Roswell crash, that we are not alone.
Wait, give him a chance.
No,
Okay.
no.
However,
hold
I
on,
do
hold on.
qualify this.
I know, I'm just joking there, but we know it's all bullshit.
No. The reason why I'm saying that's bullshit straight away is that Trump doesn't take no advice from his advisors. He does what he's gonna do. So he might have the speech written. That could be correct. You know, but
no, you're on the right money with that. Yeah, but the thing is, you are dealing with ego with Trump here. So yeah, out of all the people to tell the truth, this guy, the king of UFOs. Let's continue.
Yes, and I did this
All
in the
hail the
original
king.
interview, which was missed out. That President Trump is a maverick and he does what he wants when he wants. So maybe it will come sooner. I'm going to organize a press conference where we'll go through all the facts, all the documents, and my source will be revealed and they will be there. So please send your love and keep on keeping on.
Thanks, Mark. You look like an English teacher. But otherwise, it came from this guy right here. You can find him at Mark Christopher Lee if you just want to laugh. But yeah, we all know, hidden, my old cock and balls, we all know this story of disclosure has been going on for decades and decades. It's nothing new. And in fact, do we need to be careful of what we need to say? Because there's some sort of documents that have been released. And you mentioned a distraction. And I thought that was quite... When people say distraction, you can literally pinpoint at anything. You can literally point at anything and call it a distraction. But where things have been going lately, you could say in the media, I've just got to be careful what words I say here. You know, the files that came out.
Well, everybody's saying the Epstein files, so just you can say it. Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah. Is it? This is some sort of distraction. But bear on since July, we're talking about this.
The thing is, right? There's 300. There's 3 million more. We've only got half of the files. We ain't got them all.
Yeah, no.
So there's more coming. There's more coming. As to when, we don't know. Now, so far, Trump's name ain't been mentioned in none of these, and he's sitting pretty. He's like patting himself on the back, saying, "See, I told you." There's more to come. There's more to come, and I don't know. I don't know, but I just think a man in his power, and he's such a maverick. That guy's right. Trump is a maverick. He's uncontrollable. That guy was right in saying that. And why not? Why not say anything sooner? You know, it's just weird the dates we're picking. But you know, at the end of the day, I'd rather. I think a few people agree. I'd rather wait and see if anything happens, and then when it happens, see what we get.
Yeah, but these are claims from. I mean, out of. Can we really trust that guy? I mean, he's one of many people that's come forward for the past decades saying the same thing. You know,
when did he make that claim? Because I have seen. Go on. Sorry. Yeah,
he said it. He said it on TikTok. I can actually find the video right here. He originally said it on TikTok, which was sometime a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. He said that, and I was supposed to bring it up. Sorry, 2 weeks ago. He said it on TikTok. Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, because I have been seeing that for a while, muttering about this speech that Trump's going to give. So maybe all the information you may be correct, that did come from him.
Yeah, sure. And the fact that he's saying that his specific sources is telling him that Trump's got this speech ready. But again, it's I think what's going to happen now, May, is the fact that we've got so many claims from Chris Bledsoe, the white lady appearing at the end of the fall this year. We've got the 2027.
Well, we know that's bollocks straight away.
Yeah. This is the thing I'm trying to talk about, is that the fact that we having these predictions, and one by one, I mean, we've got literally 3 of them about to come out, and if every single one fails, what does it look for ufology? It does not help these people's cases. And they always come up with an excuse. Oh, yeah, but the white lady said something else different and all that. It's like, no, the time is fed up with this sort of stuff now.
Why don't people say the right thing, though? Why don't they say, no, the white lady didn't say nothing? Because what you're saying is what Edgar Casey said. Oh, it's
Edgar Casey?
Yeah, Edgar Casey said what the white lady said. I even called it out on here, and a few people said, "Yeah, I heard of Edgar Casey." And Edgar Casey said exactly what this Chris dude is saying that the white lady said. So right then and there, you can see the game being played, because Edgar Casey is not a name that a lot of people would know.
No, I'm surprised.
I know Edgar Casey, and few of the people in the chat know who Edgar Casey is. So they know what he said as well as I do. And word for word, what he claims this mysterious white lady said is what Edgar Casey said. Word for word.
So could you like clue me in on Edgar Casey?
Edgar Casey was a dude back in the days who had the ability of seeing the future. He was called the sleeping prophet.
Like a clairvoyant.
Yeah. Yep, there you go. You got it. See, I'm telling you, these people, you guys cannot be fooled, because you know. Soon as I saw what he said, the white lady said, I called it out on here. And I said, that's Edgar Casey. That's what Edgar Casey said. Edgar Casey was so prominent that he even had a sitting president, go and visit him. And it was all closed door things. It's a really interesting cat to look at.
Okay, I just put this through Grok. Okay,
it debunks him, because he's coming at you with a bullshit story that he expects people to have forgotten. That's how it debunks him.
So okay, well, I've just got a brief description here. So it says the phrase Edgar Casey said about the white lady, or the lady in white, is most directly connected to the key variation of experiences in Edgar Casey's early life, through the figure of more commonly described as a winged woman or lady or angelic apparition.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, hello, everyone. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, seeing his experiences from the age of 12 and 1889.
All right. But you're looking at the white lady in Edgar Casey. Edgar Casey ain't really. You got to look at what Chris is saying the white lady said to him, and then look at what Edgar Casey said. Cross-reference what the white lady says to Edgar Casey, and you will see that it's word for word. You don't have to do it here now, because the guys in the chat knows. The people in the chat knows. You know, Edgar Casey is one of his most famous predictions that he said, or not predictions, but so it's just bollocks, mate.
Oh yeah, sorry, mate. So I'm reading it at the end. It says notes, and it's actually going through what you're actually saying here. The connection between Chris Bledsoe and Ed Casey. Yeah, mate. This is all new to me. This is interesting. That the fact, yes, is exactly the same. Egyptian themed. Yeah, I'm not going to go into it, obviously, but yeah, it's saying it right here. There's definitely a connection, but I did not know that. But there we go. We learn every single day. But again, these are all prophets. You know, it's
gotta be trust me, bro. When I say something, it's trust me, bro. No, when I say something, I'm being like, this is it. I know my shit, man. I don't know what Edgar Casey said. I know exactly what he said, and that's what he said. And then Chris has turned around and said, this white lady's come and told him all this foolishness. And it's like, hold up, that's what Edgar Casey said, word for word. For word. So there's the game. There's the game being played. If you know the game, you can see how it's being played.
Wow. I was just going to say, as Angelica on Gaia, is that how I pronounce your name right? Because you just came onto the live stream on Alien Addict, and I was like, did I pronounce your name right? I do apologize.
Hey, Lou Elizondo, how you doing,
brother?
Oh
God, here we go. Your book's crap. It was awful. It's terrible.
How you doing, Lou? How you doing? Much love for you, man. Tell the guys in the CIA we're doing a good job.
Yeah, tell Christopher Mellon I said hi. And I gotta get your name right. I'm really anal with that sort of stuff. Have a little look. What's saying here?
Cambion old on David Wilcox. Stop. I'm going there when Cambion likes to punch everybody in the nose, doesn't he?
Okay, right. I finally got your name right. It's Angeli on Gaia. Is that right? The one above that. Oh, really? Oh, right. I know. Okay, yeah, I've read about
Uh,
it. Yeah, it's gigantic foreign.
oh my God. Does he
Oh,
really say
oh,
that? Does Wilcox say that Casey's still alive?
really?
Oh dear God.
I know. It came to a point. I got it right. Oh, fantastic. Brilliant. I got your name right. I have to get the people's names right on this one. But yeah. Yeah, thanks for being in chat. It's nice to see you. So I think we could kind of round up the fact that a lot of these people that have come forward over the years that claim disclosure, I mean, honestly, that word disclosure now hidden and kind of sounds a bit redundant. Hey, Sophia, how's it going? And hello to you, Light Sky. Nice to see you both. And One True Saxon and John Strokes and Rude Mongrel. Anyone else I missed? But yeah, hello to you all. And
He
yeah,
says,
so
does he say, are you being serious, Moogle?
no way. No way, Moody. Are you sure on that one?
It's so Cambion he needs to punch him twice in the nose then. I'll tell you what, he really does. Oh my God. Oh, that guy's a one-off person. That's like me trying to claim I'm the reincarnation of Nikola Tesla, man. You only get people like this once in a lifetime. What a fool.
Yeah, I mean, that guy, David Wilcox, is is a whole board game on its own, really, isn't it? But
I don't know much about him, so I know who he is, and I know that he was trying to sell flying cars way back when.
Oh, Lou's coming up with the lawyers and all that about slandering his book. Oh God.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah, why don't you just put a CIA hit on him, man? Wouldn't that be easier than getting those blood-sucking lawyers involved?
Actually, I was going to say Moody in terms of David Wilcox. It's a bit of a what can I say? A guilty pleasure watching Cambion. I have to admit, fair play. He bangs the content out, like a lot of it, but he does know his stuff. But the David Wilcox deconstruction is quite amusing. I have to admit, he's wacky. But the thing is, this is why you can't really, because they insert themselves into ufology and come up with a lot of these predictions, like disclosure and all that.
His family had to come out and say he's not. Oh my God, that is awful. Oh, David Wilcox.
Well, that's putting yourself right in it, isn't it?
Put down that glass pipe, man. You put down your glass pipe, David Wilcox.
Oh, bloody hilarious.
Yeah. Thank you, Moody. See, we're both learning something. You didn't know who Edgar Casey was, and I didn't know that Cambion, not Cambion. Oh my God. What's his name?
Wilcox.
David Wilcox was doing that kind of foolishness. I'll tell you what, man, this game is full of some proper nut jobs, isn't it?
I tend to stay out of it, man. You know, it's kind of like I was talking about on the live show that the fact that it can be like Twitter based, sort of drama, and I just kind of stay out of it, mate. you know me, my research. I go old school. I'd rather stick to that sort of research, but at the same time, you got to look at current day ufology, and I find it just all a bit of a hoopla, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, but why can't people see? I don't watch it because, to be honest, I think a lot of it's BS, and I really have no time. I want to find these civilian sightings. I have to look, so I got no time. And an hour and a half watching these cats ramble their bollocks is an hour and a half taken away from my day. Excuse me.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it comes with ufology, mate. It's definitely a learning curve to really go through. But it's just, why can't we just all get on? Do you know what I mean? It's UFOs and aliens, for Christ's sake.
Because there's egos. There's egos at play. There's people that are telling pork pies, and then when you pull them up on their pork pies and give them evidence that they're talking pork pies, they'll still double down on the pork pies, and they'll make shit up about you.
Yeah, this is the thing, isn't it?
Wasn't there one? I don't know how to say the word, but I know there was one that if you said anything about him, he would go around and say that you were, I don't know how to say it, but you were like the worst of the worst kind of people, where people would come and knock your door and want to shoot you, kind of routine.
Oh right, yeah, okay. It goes a bit too far on that one, isn't it? When you look at it.
Yeah, but wasn't there one that was going around doing that to people?
I think so. Yeah.
Because I'm sure I heard somebody complaining, saying that he sent something to his work, saying that he was a convicted one of these people.
Really? Bloody hell! I think that's taking it too far, man. You know, so sometimes you just got to take a step back, relax.
Well, look how bad 4 Orbs went on a certain professor.
Do you know what? That video what Professor Dave put out was like, after it was pretty brilliant. After me, I'm just going to be honest. Guilty pleasure of mine, Hayden. It's definitely a guilty pleasure. But
I'll still watch him, even though I don't know half the shit he's talking about. Because I watched his anti-vaccine videos and I found it very funny.
Yeah. I watched the one with Avi Loeb and all that. The thing is, it's like the people that were on like the Avi Loeb gravy train, they would not watch a Professor Dave YouTube video on him. You know, otherwise they just put a comment on there, just be really, really nasty. But for me now, I just have to look at like both sides of what people's opinions are. You know, it could be one of the extreme to the other, but I'm always willing to listen to both sides of the story, basically. So, yeah.
Well, anyways, have we got more to go on the Trump, or is that it?
Oh, I think that's it, mate. Yeah. So move on. I tell you what, I know you had a little, I would say, a tiff with Jeremy Corbell, but he actually released another video. Would you like to bring it up, your mate?
I'll bring this up on the grounds that I want to see whether Corbell has took my advice and done the right and done the right thing. Now, I haven't really. I've had to look at it. I've had to look at it, but I haven't had a real good look at it. So I thought I'd have a look at it with you guys, and then we'll just get an unbiased opinion, because I just want the guy to do better. That's all I want him to do. He has a voice. He has, and this is a topic, even if it's coming from the military.
This is the thing. It's, where is Jeremy Corbell getting this footage from? If they're that classified, someone is literally putting their foot in it. I'm talking about the military aspect, that the fact that he was putting this video out is going to get some horrendous repercussions if they got caught. So I would like to know, where are these footage coming from? I'm just baffled by that.
Well, it's not. I just also think it's passing the buck kind of thing. I mean, he's got the potential to look at these videos himself, and surely he must do. And like with the last one, I don't really care the camp that people are saying it's not birds. They're birds. They're birds 100%. What I do day in and day out. The birds. But
yeah, we're having this discussion before the show, that the fact that we have to compare UFO sightings, isn't it, really, to see whether or not the flappiness that we see in the Jeremy Corbell video, compare it to other videos that look the same, like, for instance, birds. That was what Hidden was saying. And you said Stephen Greenstreet put out a video as well saying the same thing. Hey, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Welcome on in.
Well, he also did the comparison. He did the comparison. So, I mean, at the end, at the end of the day, you got to call it out for what it is. And they're birds. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that video. I think I gotta agree somewhat with that. I don't want to call the man an idiot, but with that video that he put out, the last one, that was very idiotic of him. Very idiotic of him, because he should have known it was going to just I mean, put it this way: in the forums that I go into, yeah, they chat about everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
that video is that bad. They won't even talk about how bad it is. They're not talking about it. They're not talking good. They're not talking bad. And I think that's a really bad thing when they ain't even talking about you. That's that. But anyways, let's have a look at this and let's see his latest offering. I'm going to just remove that just in case there's sensitive information. Hold on, and I got to put my shield on. There we go. We're ready to rock and roll now.
Copyright thing, yeah.
Just to protect, because being we spoke negative about him, you don't know how that will hurt the ego.
I understand.
Because, like I said, these people are full of egos. So here we go. I don't expect there to be any sound because his videos tend to come with no sound. So Syria UFO 2021. And there's a little baby there. No flapping so far.
Let's have a look.
Oh, do I see wings?
Oh, hey, Dan, I'm really sick and tired of this infrared footage.
That's what you're going to get from the military. See, that looks like wingspan there, but that I just don't know. Let me have a look. Let's see some more. Is that in all this more? It does look like flapping.
How long's the video, mate?
A couple of minutes, I reckon. What's the speed on this? Can't see. There we go. No. 40 miles per hour. They're at 1,725,000 feet. Oh, he zoomed in on this one, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, look at that. Still very pixelated, isn't it? You would have thought for the military they would actually have decent cameras.
Well, this is the speed. Nah, it all depends on, no matter what, you slow it down, you're going to get some sort of noise in there. Oh, this is the acceleration.
I see, yeah.
Apparent instantaneous acceleration.
Yeah, Moody, I've seen some of the videos of the martial artist himself, Corbell, and yeah, I'm not that impressed.
This looks like something that Aaron will put out.
A bird made entirely of swamp gas. Yeah, mate. It's good that they zoomed in, but it doesn't help the fact that you can't really make out what it is. It's a blurry blob once again. Oh, is that the thing? Is that can make out that is actually flapping?
It looks like there was flapping, but it's not that as obvious as the last one. The last one was just very obvious, in my opinion.
With these,
I'm not impressed by it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the equation is where are they getting this footage from? It kind of makes sense how bad the quality is. You can't make out what it is. You cannot physically make out what this atmospheric blob of a UAP. It's not helping because you just can't make out what it is, isn't it? Where's this video I want to bring up? Let's have a little look. Okay, just on the off chance,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's plenty of footage of that, especially in the 50s. Yeah, absolutely. I talk about acceleration. Right. I think we talked about this before. The Jerusalem UFO sighting over the Dome of Rock. Could you remember that?
Yeah.
Was that debunked?
Yeah.
Oh, it was debunked, really?
Yeah, the guy came out and said he did it. He did all I believe there was 3 angles. He did all 3 angles.
5 in total.
5. He did them all then.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's new to me because I had that queued up. Because
you can still show it.
Do you mind me? I got like the all full combination here of.
But I'm sure if you ask ChatGPT, they'll give you the full story.
Let's have a look. I could bring this up.
Hey, John.
Hey, John, how's it going, mate?
And there's Monkey. How you doing, Monkey?
Hey, Monkey. Oh my God, this is getting absolutely okay. Some of this footage in here is going to be pretty ridiculous, but nevertheless. So yeah, this footage it's been shooting around X every single year, and it has done since 2011, which this is where it came out. So this was taken on.
It's good footage.
Yeah, I have to admit, it's pretty good. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty good.
He done a good job. He done a good job, man.
For 2011, yeah, I would say pretty decent job. So again, Jerusalem, 28th of January, 2011. Here we go. Let's have a look. So this is what we're talking about here. There will be a combination of videos. You can see it here. And then suddenly it shoots all the way up. And there's 5 footage of this.
Hold on, let me take this off. There we go.
And the orb's right there.
Whoa!
I mean, from that image, what you're seeing right there, it's not bad for 2011, mate, isn't it? You know, you got the light shining on the dome.
It fooled me.
Yeah, same here, mate. Like I thought it might have been a hoax,
and I still would have thought it was real if I didn't see that dude what he was saying.
Right. Okay. Have a look at this.
אתה רואה?
אני רואה מה זה. תגיד, שתים יותר מדי?
לא, כולנו רואים את זה.
מה זה? 5 עיניים.
יואו!
יואו! רוד, בלין. מה זה?
Is that UFO? Amazing. Holy shit.
Language.
Oh, is that cool? You can almost hardly look at it.
We've seen them in Mississippi like this, but never like
Now seems like that. Okay, so this is the combination of 4 together.
shit. Oh, is that cool?
You can almost hardly look at it.
We've seen them in Mississippi like this, but never like
Not bad. Not bad. Oh, hold on. There's another one here. Again, this could be fakes later on down the line that's been uploaded. I tell you,
that's what I was thinking. Because I've seen these footage before, and I don't remember that person. it's times lapse. Yeah, that's times lapse footage.
Yeah.
The most important frame of the times lapse footage.
Was this a hoax?
Yeah, whatever. All I see is a bunch of circles.
Yeah. Doesn't help the case, but the best one is actually this one. Again, 2011. It's not that bad. You still got the light shining on the dome there. God's sake.
Hey man, I'm wearing the
Right.
t-shirt.
Do you want to see? Do you want to see the like an actual proper footage? Here we go. Look at that, mate. You should upload this. This is the pure footage, mate.
I'm sure I've seen that.
I haven't seen this one, mate. Look at that.
That's good, man. That'll be up soon. That'll be up soon.
Not bad, not bad. And it shoots off. Fantastic. But okay, right. So let's take a screenshot of that.
Aristocrat, you man. It's Bob Lazar.
Hey, how's it going, Bob? Nice to see you, brother. Nice to see you. I'm just going to put this in Grok to see whether or not I can actually find a video of. So the guy actually came forward then, Hidden. Is that right? What you're saying?
If memory serves me rightly.
Okay, so it's saying here, yes, the 2011 Jerusalem UFO sighting, known as the Dome of Rock UFO incident in January the 28th of 2011, was widely regarded as a hoax by skeptics, UFO investigators, media outlets, and scientific analysis. Multiple videos surfaced showing bright orb descending, hovering over the Dome of Rock, blah, 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 light, blah, 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 blah. I'll just see if we've got anything here. Okay, I can't really see anything. It was regarded as a hoax, and skeptics did come forward saying that it was a hoax, but you're saying that the person actually created the video came forward?
Yeah, that's what I saw. That's what I saw.
No, they just labeled it as a hoax, apparently. There's no video of that, mate. Unless I'm missing something.
I have a man to ask. So I will message him and ask him.
Okay. Where is that one now?
Because I'm sure he's the one that broke it.
Oh,
He can
no History Channel stuff. I don't know, mate.
You already showed it though.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll catch up on that one because I wasn't too sure whether or not. I just found it very, very interesting. And in terms of multiple sightings captured by multiple people, I would like to go back to 1991. Yes, we got time machine, please. Music. Hold on. We've got to find a video first before we make the time machine music. Where are you, Sue? Where are you two? This is a really interesting one. I think I brought this up on Alien Night before. Hold on. Wait for it. Oh, this is it. That's it. Got it. Right. Hidden. I shall bring this up now. Now, this, I would say...
Some heating off. Oh, boiling up there.
It's boiling here as well. You got that, Hidden? Fantastic. Righty tight. What you're about to see, I find quite compelling. And I think you're going to see Heine Massan in this one. But this is 91, all right? So this is on Eyes on Cinema, so we're fine on this one. And this is the most documented mass sighting of UFOs during the July 11th of 1991 solar eclipse in
I
Mexico.
remember this one.
And as I was going through my magazines, this gets talked a lot in the 90s, and I think it's worth just going through. Unfortunately, this is the best quality I could find, hence is why it's on Eyes on Cinema. It just a very good job in finding original archive of UFO sightings. But check this out, guys, because you can actually see this object properly.
Ever taken. This is the first hyperjump ever recorded. Again, in slow motion. As the people of Mexico prepared for what some call the eclipse of the millennium, due to the maximum duration of 6 minutes 45 seconds, one of the longest in history, one thing was certain. This would become the most scrutinized and photographed eclipse ever recorded. Unfortunately, many areas were blanketed in clouds, including the world's largest metropolis, Mexico City. Remarkably, minutes before the historical event was to occur, the volatile sky cooperated. The clouds began to dissipate just before the moon began crossing the sun's path. The city prepared for darkness.
Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you made your first million?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice from...
Sorry.
Shortly after 1 p.m., 17 different people, unknown to each other, in different locations, waited with camcorders in
Hi,
hand.
John. How's it going, mate?
Most were astronomy or history buffs, only expecting to capture the total eclipse on videotape. To the left of the bright object, and slightly above, a star, faint at first, beginning to sparkle in the darkening afternoon sky. In his black and white viewfinder, Mr. Laborde thought he was videotaping 2 stars. Across town, Mr. Laragivel also believed he was recording bright stars. Laura Hernandez saw a glimmer of a bright object as the clouds parted. Miguel Angel Torres, in the central part of the city, pans skyward searching for the eclipsing sun and finds instead a shimmering stationary object. His camcorder reads 1:22 p.m. Padre Manuel Ferrer, a Catholic priest in the southern quadrant of the city, focuses on the luminous orb in the darkened sky. What a bright star, he thought. On the outskirts of the city, on a hill named Cerro de la Estrella, the mountain of the stars, Jorge de la Torre
Why don't you
took
hit
this extraordinary
Udi?
footage of an object suspended over the bustling city. In this surreal setting, Antonio Flores taped this segment as the fifth sun proceeds through its final stages before the...
This is what I like about these old footage. It's very nostalgic. And the fact that I do need to add ad blocker, yes. Apologies, Moody. And to the rest of the people in chat. But this sighting is quite compelling because we are dealing with multiple sightings. Again, it's the same object, and we'll get to that in a minute. But I want to play the whole thing all the way through because it's very well documented. And I think hiding with sign gets brought up.
The new sun, the sixth sun, emerges. The time is now 1:24 p.m. The sun is in full eclipse. Eduardo Mejia notices a glint in the ebony sky and zooms in to frame it. It's 1:27 p.m. After the moon has crossed the center of the sun.
Wow, that looks like a triangle. Pause it on there. You pause it on there. That looks like your classic triangle shaped UFO with the bright light in the center, doesn't it? Can you just run it back a little bit? to where
Yeah,
he first caught that. That's an interesting one there. That doesn't look like an orb.
It's 1:27 p.m.
Yeah, I see what you mean, mate. It's like 3 black
But that
dots.
it looks like it's a full vessel.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know how they often describe the black triangular UFO? It's always got a big center of light. That some people theorize that's its propulsion. It's using electromagnetic energy to propulse, and that's its propulsion.
Yeah, the thing is, if we're going back to the videos that we've done, the live streams in regards of the Belgian Triangle, or back in the late 80s and 90s, there were mass sightings of these UFO craft, triangular craft, of what Hidden's describing right here. But the only difference in between that is that they had 3 lights on each side, and obviously here in the video you can see it's 3 black lights, but the center light was red in the original, the drawings of these triangle craft, compared to this one in the 90s. I mean, but they're not there off, isn't it? When you think about it, it was late 80s, early 90s. This triangle craft was seen. But I see what you're saying, mate. But this is white, and I think the other ones were red. I think
the center of the sun, and the hovering object still remains in place.
Yeah, that's interesting, mate. Yeah,
that's proper one of them triangle black UFOs, man.
Yeah, for sure. Now, from this, that looks creepy. Oh my god. Let's see whether or not the other people that shot this, I think like 3 other people, so you got 4 video footage, potentially of the same craft. Check this out.
Camped on the rooftop with friends, a TV, and their camcorder, the Aguilar family turns the event into a fiesta. Note that the camera's clock reads 1:04 p.m. in the beginning and 1:25 p.m. at the end. This indicates that the UFO, known in Mexico as an ovni, remained stationary over the world's largest city for at least 20 minutes.
Wow.
All right, John Strokes. Let's see you, mate.
In the southeast zone of the city, hundreds gathered in the street, including the Fuentes family. This footage, taken by Mr. Fuentes, an engineer, is some of the most dramatic ever taken.
I think that other one was better.
First hyperjump ever recorded.
Ooh, might be a bug.
Again, in slow motion.
Right, ready? It's one of those like rod things. Ready? There we go.
And once more.
I'm not as impressed with that footage as they are.
Yeah.
I like the other one though.
Now hovered over the city for about 23 minutes. It had been 180 years since the Anahuac Valley had been immersed in the shadow of the moon.
Did you see that?
And it would be
UFO
another
just flew
200
past. Play that back right at the beginning. UFO flew past
of the moon. And it would be another 270 years before a total eclipse would again be immersed in the shadow of the moon. And it would be another 200
Just go right back to the beginning of that.
A total eclipse would about 23 minutes.
Watch up in the corner.
It had been 180 years since the Anahuac Valley had been immersed in the shadow of the moon.
Bird, mate. Isn't that a
and
bird?
80 years.
Did you guys see that? Did you guys see
that? You can see it flapping, mate. You can see it flapping. Look.
Look. If Jeremy Corbell can put out birds, I can tell you that is a UFO, man. That is a Corbell UFO. That has got his seal of approval.
Look at that, mate. Look at that.
Been immersed 180 years since the
That's
Anahuac
not no
Valley.
bird.
It had been
That's
180 years since the Anahuac Valley had been 180 years since the Anahuac Valley had been immersed in the shadow of the moon.
Tell him, son.
And it would be another 270 years before a total eclipse would again blanket this valley in darkness.
UFO flap.
As the ancient Maya accurately predicted, a new age of cosmic awareness was at hand for the people of Mexico, who were now captivated by the unidentified in the skies over their city.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Go away, Base 44. Sponsor us. Look at the size of that thing. It's huge. I forgot how big these camcorders were. It's actually on the guy's shoulder.
So somebody ain't caught up with us, but
say again.
It's
oh,
Hugger Jew Day. It's Hugger Jew Day today, okay?
Visa, Mexico's largest television network, Guillermo Araguin was the first to step forward. He explained that his location on the roof afforded an excellent view of the dramatic incident.
Let's see.
Oh, this
Optical
is pretty good.
enhancement of the object he taped depicts a metal disc-shaped craft.
Don't say bird, for Christ's sake.
It is suspended in the air, and it seems to be floating, perhaps rotating on its own axis.
It looks like it's rotating as well.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can you play that clip back again?
Yeah, sure.
That was very interesting.
Because he got a proper zoom-in shot from that. Look at that.
Let's see. His location on the roof afforded an excellent view of the dramatic incident.
Yeah, it's spinning.
Optical enhancement of the object he taped depicts a metal disc-shaped craft.
It's spinning, man. It's rotating as well.
In the air, and it seems to be floating, perhaps rotating on its own.
Bear in mind, sorry to be devil advocate, but the fact that the whole background is actually very pixelated.
Fair enough. But when you play it right back at the beginning there for a second, when it's zooming in, you get some clarity, and you can see it definitely rotating.
Optical enhancement of the object.
Go back. You got to go way back and watch it.
He explained that his location on the roof afforded an excellent view of the dramatic incident.
See it spinning.
Optical enhancement of the object he taped depicts a metal disc-shaped craft. It is suspended in the air, and it seems to be floating.
There's a lot of noise in that footage. Right there, you can sit there right there and say, yeah, there's a lot of noise there. But that clip right there, when it was starting to zoom in, you could see it spinning.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
For sure. Yeah. I tell you what, let's compare it because there's other footage of this object that we're talking about here.
That's cool. That's good.
Yeah. Honestly, it's pretty good. I have for 1991, mate. It's pretty banging. I tell you what, it's a lot better than the bloody footage we saw from Jeremy Corbell, the last two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got even a better one with the bird one.
But there's one thing I keep showing. Like, I love showing these old footage from the 90s, and the ones in Mexico are way better. Way better.
13 minutos para que sea absolutamente oscuro en estos momentos. ¿Cómo se ve el sol ahorita? Ahorita se ve apenas una pequeña corona. Un pequeño anillo.
Sí. That's Flavor Flav. That's the Mexican Flavor Flav right there.
Gathered in Puebla, an industrial center 150 kilometers southeast of Mexico City.
Can we see Flavor Flav again, man? Go on.
Historical moment.
What, you gotta go back?
Sunshades were readied, telescopes calibrated.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, boy.
Well, that.
Flavor Flav.
The family gathered in Puebla, an industrial center 132 kilometers southeast of Mexico City. They planned carefully for this historical moment.
Every time we see him now, we're gonna have to shout that out, Nick.
Telescopes calibrated.
Oh, the guy with the big clock,
and
right?
the position.
Yeah, boy.
There you go.
Oh, Flavor Flav, where are you, man?
Ya prácticamente está oscuro. Prácticamente ya está oscuro. Nada más se ve un filito de sol. Es muy especial. La temperatura ya es muy fresca.
As this home video indicates, they are about to have the experience of a lifetime.
La torre ya se prendió. A ver, estamos viendo todo.
The Breton family recorded the silvery object at 1:22 p.m. approximately 85 miles from the location where Mr. Araguin took his identical footage. Optical enhancement and split screen is utilized to compare the segments taken by Mr. Araguin in Mexico City and Mr. Breton in Puebla. The two spacecraft correspond in size and shape.
See what I mean?
Were
That's
there
amazing.
two similar objects, one over Mexico City and another over Puebla? Or was there one object with the capability of a hyperleap of 85 miles accomplished in a split second, as demonstrated in this revealing segment taken by Mr. Fuentes?
Mr. Fuentes, that sucks, mate.
Estrella, un planeta que se vio, pero pues de acuerdo a las pruebas que le hicieron, eso no es, o sea, no es un planeta. Claro. Entonces, la verdad, ya no sé
nice
qué
to see
sea.
you.
David Alamia, a
Happy
young
Wednesday.
student, thought he had videotaped a bright star. While searching for the eclipse,
Sorry.
he accidentally captured the glimmering object hovering below the vanishing sun, the billowing clouds, and the dim twinkle of a star.
Oh, God.
This game
is gay.
You're not ready.
Alamia's camera reads 1:29 p.m. Falas de origen means that any flaws are in the original tape. Optical enhancement provides a closer view, allowing us to see details previously obscured. This is not a star. It is not a balloon, nor is it a recognizable aircraft.
It looks like a spinlet.
Indeed, an unidentified flying object.
What would you say on that one, Hidden? Just go back a bit.
I don't look for everything they've been saying, but when it's zoomed in that much, it's like what you said at first. There's a lot of noise going on in there.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been waiting for that.
Balloon, nor is it a recognizable
Hey, rock a
aircraft.
balloon.
It is indeed an unidentified flying object, an ovni.
It's good footage, though, isn't it?
In the northeast
bad.
portion of this massive city, Laura
couple of good ones in there for sure.
One object she thought was a planet. Slow motion gives us a better view.
I like that black triangle one. I still can't get over that one.
From the metallic
I'm blown away with that one. That is a really good catch.
Ms. Hernandez was surprised to learn that she had taped a UFO.
No me imagine.
I might want to go back and I might do a video on it.
Yeah, I'll send you the link, mate.
Miguel Angel Torres
Please do.
recorded this segment.
I'm going to email you tomorrow.
Of Mexico City.
Because I think I'm going
The
to do it. I
enhancement
like it.
shows a metallic craft emanating bursts of color.
Huh.
A corona effect we have not seen before.
I'm seeing green.
Again, you got a lot of noise there as well, but it's still interesting. I mean, one would say, a skeptic would say, "Oh, that's clearly aviation lights from an aircraft."
Well, if they're FAA compliant, then what else are you going to call it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but I had this. Here's a left field kind of look on this as well. If we are being under surveillance or visited or whatever you want to say by a foreign species or something that doesn't belong here.
Yeah.
Or would you not try and imitate the stuff that is in the skies already? So would you not hook up lights to your thing and have them flash every 2 seconds to kind of give, kind of like if you're looking up seeing it and you see these flashing aviation lights, you're like, oh, well, it's an airplane, helicopter.
The thing is, we're dealing with a species that have got the ability to travel through distant planets, through potentially universes. This outdoes what we got, well, allegedly what we've got here on the planet so far in terms of what military has. So why would they come to this planet just to have some flashing lights on their aircraft when they can travel through, wormholes and stuff like that.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
well, maybe not every one of them can travel through wormholes and things. Maybe the best way to surveillance us is to be out in the open, and the only how to be out in the open is to hide in plain sight. So that's why I'm trying to say, would it not make sense to disguise, put FA? I'm not trying to sit there and say planes ain't real and shit like that. I just it's because I follow the rules of the thumb. And if it looks like a plane, it's acting like a plane, then it's got to be a plane.
Yeah.
That's why I just said this is such a left field view that I don't really talk about it. But it often bugs me when people say, well, like what you said, it's FAA compliance. I often think, well, if I came here to watch you, I would think, well, what's in the sky already and how do that behave? And then I would have something that would simulate that behavior. So I could observe you without you guys, because if you ever do psychology, one of the first things you have to do is you have to do an observation, but it has to be somewhat of a controlled observation where you can't put your thoughts in what you're seeing, but you have to observe the subject without him knowing that you're observed.
Right.
Because the moment they know, your observation is done. They know of your existence, and that's what I'm trying to say. There is a psychological thing that you do. I forgot what it's called because it's been a long. But anyways, who cares?
Yeah, it's. I mean, there's one concept that one guy says that the fact that
that's what I'm trying to say.
That what these extraterrestrials or these entities or aircraft, well, flying saucers or UFOs, so to speak, they exist not on our plane of existence, or sorry, I should rephrase that, plane of reality. So they're in a different sort of spectrum that we can't see. This is why we see sometimes or counts of UFO sightings that I could see a UFO, but my friends can't see it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's out of their peripheral vision. That's a whole new aspect, really.
See, when I was younger, and in this game, there was an avid theory that because people back then, I'm going back like to this time, 90s. The general thought then was that Earth was some sort of fueling station, because we had there was so many different kinds of visitations that were going on, and so many different kinds of crafts or objects that were being seen, along with so many different accounts of alien type creatures. They all weren't the same. They were all different, and they were all coming from around the world. So the general theory in this community was we were some sort of fueling station for whatever, because at one point there was the famous, I believe, was it Japan, Tokyo, where they were all, these orbs were just being filmed going in and out of the volcano. Do you guys remember this one? Yeah. There was that one. So that theory about the energy from there was fueling these. The ley lines were all in play and everything. So my point in this is everybody's trying to pinpoint, and I think you all could be right. But I think there's a lot of different things at play here. You know?
Sure.
I think, yes, the demonic element could be there as well. Because what some people way back when would have thought of fallen angels and stuff could be aliens. And other people could have been literal, because some people say these things that fell from the sky spoke to them and did things and yada yada yada. Who knows? I mean, look at CE5. Whenever I say about CE5, I always tell you guys, be careful of doing this stuff. And I mean, be protected, because it's an old form of magic. It simply is an old form of magic.
It's the word that element, isn't it? Giving it permission. This is
also a bit of channeling. I'm saying a word. I have
I understand. That's it. That's the right word, channeling. Yeah.
You got it. Yeah. And you see, you understand what that does, don't you? When you channel spirits, and that's what It's what it's doing, because it is a summoning, but it's kind of a meditation kind of routine that they, from what I understand. You get what I mean? But from what I understand by what I've been told, I don't know what goes on, but from what I've been told goes on, I just said, whoa, you need to be protected here. You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
So
you don't know what you're conjuring up.
Just be protected.
I would say this now, I'm not going to dwell too much on this, my experience, but yes, I've been in the shamanic realms through what Mario would eat, basically, those sort of mushrooms. Don't do it now. This was years ago. And me and the missus are convinced we see a black shadow here. And when I was in that shamanic realm, I could see this thing. And I never want to interact with it because I don't want to ruin the experience I was going through. But we are seeing it more on a regular basis. This black shadow, I don't feel like is threatening, but I think through my shamanic realms, which I have meditated beforehand, I think I've more or less invited it to come in. I've almost given it permission.
I feel what's going on. You ain't invited it in, and you're doing the right thing by ignoring it. But you need to go and see somebody and get it off your back. It's
not
followed,
though, mate.
Well, that's the thing. So it's up to you. See, I'm going to tell you something that's very strange, and you're going to say, hold up, what are you saying?
Okay.
But I hope you understand this. Sometimes these things, they're not harmful. And if you're cool with them, they're cool with you. And they can be very protective. And this is where it comes into play. You know, if you should happen to mess about, do your ghost hunting, and you know, something follows you from one of these haunts back home, this thing will come and defend you, man. It'll ward it off.
Yeah, sure.
You understand? Sure. It all depends on what you do, but don't invite it in.
I think
don't even speak to it.
It's like giving it permission. It's like we were watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and there was, I think the character of Angel was outside someone's house, and it's like, I can't come in. You'll have to give me permission to come in. That's a bit weird, yeah. But
well, the thing,
it works.
The thing is, right? A long-held belief is this. You know, when people have poltergeist experience, although so they say it's poltergeist with the doors slamming and stuff like that,
yeah.
After a while, right, the person that it's happening to, 9 out of 10, you're only going to get the odd one who will leave. Yeah, you are going to, out of 10 people, one would say, you know what, I'm out of here, man. This ain't for me. For whatever reasons, the other 9 will stay. Yeah.
Right.
And what happens is, after this, they start talking to it. The moment you start talking to it, that's you inviting it in. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I understand what you're saying. And just to put the icing on the cake, Bob Lazar saying every time your cat brings in a dead mice, it gets stronger as you are doomed.
It's not really bringing it into Nick. It's a sacrifice to the darkened one.
It's called Lucifer, by the way. Yeah, my cat is called Lucifer, like obviously for Lucifer, but again, that's the light bearer, not, you know. But yeah, anyway, let's finish off this video. Yeah. It's
let's finish it up. Sorry.
Let's have a look. No, that's right. Just a couple more minutes. Have a look.
At the Televisa studios, the 6 best videos taken during the historic eclipse are put through comparative analysis. All are disc-shaped, structured, metallic.
Yeah, Angel. Apparently, there was a spin-off series, apparently. But I was watching Buffy, but then I started watching it properly, and I was like, I quite enjoyed it now. Yeah, it's really, really good.
See, I didn't take to this. I didn't take to the series. I liked the movie.
What, Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yeah, I liked the movie.
No, I think the series, we're on season 2, and it's a bit corny, but it's got that charm, that 90s charm, which I quite like. Yeah.
They reflect sunlight. The Masters of the Stars could not have planned this better. At a time when all eyes were cast to the sky, 17 different people in different quadrants of the city videotaped an object hovering below the great eclipse of July 11, 1991.
Beautiful.
The sixth sun and the era of cosmic awareness had begun. Whether by design or accident, the UFO flap over Mexico City is, thanks to the video
There you go.
camera,
She said UFO flap.
sighting ever.
There you go.
The object or
That I
objects
like that one.
seen and taped for a duration of 30 minutes.
I like that one.
There we go. I'll put that in. I'll send that to you, mate. I've got it all saved. But that footage from 1991 in Mexico, and I have to admit, you know, yes, we are dealing with 90s footage, which is extremely blurry, but nevertheless, we've got multiple footage of this craft itself on this day, and I think it's that gets glossed over quite a bit, but as like actual footage itself, pretty damn good. I have to admit. It's a very nostalgic time period for me, because that's where I fell in love with ufology at an early age. And I just love seeing these old school footage. It really is. It's nice to see. But it comes with a price with ufology, because the next video I'm about to show kind of harkens back where I was talking about on Friday's show on Alien Addict. A lot of people don't really know this. These contactees called Paul Villa and Daniel Fry, and I urge you to go over to Alien Addict and check the live stream out that I did on Friday on the photographs. But this one I'm about to bring up in terms of video footage and photographs of this, which I'm going to bring up now for you, and it's another Eyes on Cinema. Let's have a look. Wait to. Sorry, Hidden. Sorry, Hidden.
You do know I have something to show though as well.
Yeah, well, if you want to show yours, mate.
No, I'm just reminding you, just in case. But did you find that other footage of the UFOs going into the vault? But we don't need to go back there.
Oh, well, I've actually got multiple videos of UFOs going out of volcanoes. If you'd like to show that one, I've got it queued up right here somewhere. Multiple. That's it. Here it is.
Oh,
bring this up,
and then you can look for what you got to get.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. All right, so here we go. This is multiple videos filmed.
Oh,
coming out of. You're right.
Yeah. No, I thought you had the Japanese one.
No, there's multiple ones there. There's like loads of them.
There. Okay, let's go. How long is this?
8 minutes.
Okay.
Let's
call it as is. That's a bug. You can see it at the bottom. It's a bug. See how they there it is. See it? There's the reflection. See it? That one came out not so long ago. They said that was 2 UFOs. Oh my god.
more flappiness. Right, next one.
Let's have a look. Oh, let's have fun with it, man. Yeah.
It's like a rod, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice explosion, though.
Yeah, it's not bad, isn't it?
Flap away, my son. Flap away. Flap away. I don't know, man.
Okay, right. Next one. Let's have a look. Huh.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Nice little bug walking along the lens.
Is it one of those glowing bugs, isn't it? They glow at night?
It has to do with the light. That has to do with the light on the camera. Nice little bug, though. Hey, how are you speeding it up for us? Thank you.
There we go. Beautiful.
See?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, Moody. Yeah, you're talking about the Japanese one. This is Mexico, mate. Sorry, mate. I tell you what. Let's look for.
No, it's finding UFOs. No wonder why it's full of shit.
Do you want to end it, mate?
Might as well, because I don't like that ass hat. So please.
Okay. All right.
It just makes sense why it's just bugs.
It's pretty much bugs, isn't it? When you look at it.
Finding UFOs. That dude couldn't find his ass in his own jeans. I tell you.
Or fart in a wet blanket. I think that was the one that you said. What was it? The Japanese one? Volcano UFO. Was it UFO coming out of it? Yeah.
Well,
what year was it?
God, man, back in the 90s. Oh, God, it was old. But it was their webcam footage. That's what made it more credible.
Oh, do you know what, Aiden? I think I might have found it. I'll tell you what, I'll put this up now. Check this out. Oh, no, wrong button. I think... Is this it?
No. This
no?
ain't it. No, it was like...
that one?
That could be it. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it's it. It's really bad copy. No, this ain't it.
It's bad, isn't it? Yeah, sorry, mate.
This ain't it. No, it's not your fault. So, these are like 4th, 5th hand. No, this ain't it.
Okay. Is that actually coming out of the actual volcano itself? Yeah.
This was filmed for hours. Nah.
That's what Moody was talking about in 2011.
That's 2014.
14.
There you go. Keep going though. Just keep going. Somebody might have it. That looks like it.
This one there?
No. The one underneath that one. That looks like it. Nah. You saw. Never mind.
Yeah, there's actually a number of them actually. Moody, do you know what the March the 13th. Hold on. March 13th, 2011. According to Moody. Oh, that is it there. March 13th. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Is that what you're talking about there? See it? That there.
No, they were going in it. You could see it. It was no denying.
Right.
They were like round orbs.
Okay, mate.
It looks like that, but it was longer. What, Moody, am I remembering this wrong? Because I'm sure it was longer as well. Because I'm sure I watched the clip and it was it's about 10 minutes long.
All right, mate. Well, I'll have a little look for that. Well, I'll keep that in our notes for like our next show and all that. But yeah, okay. But I tell you what, there's tons of videos of let's occur around the eruption. During the eruption around it. Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
right.
Me and you were thinking of the same footage.
So that's the one you're talking about in Moody. Yeah, it says there March the 13th, 2011.
Yeah, but it was longer. Because it was a lie. Well, that is, yeah. See, he's saying it too. It was longer. There's nothing in that footage. Because you could see these things, man. They were moving around. It's actually an amazing video. And it was longer than 20 seconds.
Oh, I think this is it. Is that what you're talking about, Moody? That's what Moody says in that.
Yeah, I might smoke a lot of weed, but I still remember things. Yeah, I think this is it, you know.
Right, skip ahead. Hold on. Because I want to see this. So we're saying there's multiple orbs actually going in the volcano itself.
Yeah. I remember watching it because I was blown away by it. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the right video according to Moody. Okay. This here we're talking about.
Yeah, because these objects were here before the explosion. Let me see. It's awful footage, though, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Hold on. Let's go back here.
Back then, this was amazing. I hope it's not a case of me and you misremembering it.
Well, you and Moody's saying the same thing. But it's not, it doesn't seem to be actually moving. If I skip ahead.
I clearly remember seeing orbs going in and out of this thing. There's something going. I just saw something go.
There's objects here. See that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I can see that, but it was always there. I did see something shoot out. Yeah, see, that's what I could see. Yeah, that's what I remember seeing. These orbs coming out.
Oh, there's definitely something there. Can't really see anything going in and out. Oh, there they are. Look. Is that what you're talking about?
No, because no. See, I never even noticed those things up in the sky before.
Okay. Yeah, I vaguely remember seeing this. Oh, there we are. Do you see that?
Yeah, but that could be molten rock coming out of the...
Oh, yeah, okay, I understand.
That's why I'm not getting too excited. If I see it shoot like up in the air and it don't look like rock. But I'm sure you could have seen these things. It was more vivid than that. I don't know, man.
I just want to see if these objects actually move. So we're talking about the ones at the top. Look, they're just staying there.
Yeah, I'll never notice them. Never noticed them.
Probably just planets.
No, because there's one in front of the mountain right there in the corner. And that was up there. Bloody hell, look at all of them. Could they be planets or stars?
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm skipping ahead. You can see that I think they're pretty much stars, really.
Let me see that something on my
It's
screen.
daytime, though, isn't it, when you look at it?
Yeah, you can have daytime stars, though. Hold on. We're going to see some orbs now.
We see Bigfoot. Do you see Bigfoot?
You're going to get that dude jump out.
Oh, fucking don't start. That gets me all the time. I don't like it.
That's why I stopped looking for ghost footage on YouTube.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was, I don't know what to say, to be honest with you. I wasn't too sure what we're actually looking at. I'm guessing these orbs above this volcano. Yeah.
Somehow that footage is less impressive than how I remembered it.
Well, this was 2014, wasn't it? Yeah. Going back a bit.
I don't know. Never mind.
Sorry, mate. I'm just trying to find this footage.
And while I'm getting ready to wrap up a joint.
Got it. There it is. Oh, I found it.
And then once you got any more after this footage?
Yeah, I got plenty. Yeah. I mean, we can play this one. This is the Lost Creek, West Virginia UFO film of 1966 by Gray Barker and Jim Mosley. So just a little bit of a rundown on this case.
I can get.
Hello?
Oh, I thought your mic didn't work.
Oh, no. Sorry, it's just me. Where is it to?
I don't know. I have a different memory. Makes me wonder if that footage is the right one. Because I'm sure I saw them going in. But who knows?
Yeah, there's so many video footage of objects going in and out of the actual volcano itself. So, but again, it could be all bugs and all that sort of stuff. So, what it's saying here about this UFO sighting, and like I said, it kind of harkens back to what I was talking about on Friday with these photographs from Paul Villa and Daniel Fry, and they're obviously fakes. Some of them are actually quite hilariously bad. I don't know if you have ever seen the video footage, sorry, the actual photographs itself hidden, but they're absolutely hilarious. I mean, proper close-up shots of.
I can't say I have, but I can't say I haven't.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Hold on.
I don't know the people's names behind them. I'll be like, oh yeah, I've seen that photograph.
Oh, mate, just for.
I think I know Billy Myers, and I've started to learn a bit about George Adamski's ones.
George Adamski's, yeah. Just to look, show you what I'm talking about here, right? Bring this up. This is just a bit of a laugh. I talked about this on Friday's show, just to show you what I'm talking about when there are a lot of fakers out there, and we pretty much established that on Friday's show. So we are dealing with George Adamski, Paul Villa, and Daniel Fry. So Daniel Fry, there's an actual video footage of this, and it's dangling like Billy Meyer. This is like a dreidel in the sky, so you can clearly see these. And always notice hidden that there's always little points near the ends of these flying saucers. But these are your typical 60s, YY4s. Yeah, I would say the same thing. Trust me, it gets quite hilarious. So this is, hold on a minute. So this is Daniel Fry's photographs from the 1950s. Moving on to the 1960s to Paul Villa. That's George Adamski's. Wait for it. Hidden. You're going to find this absolutely hilarious. Look at these photographs. Look at that there. Okay. But that's the icing on the cake.
At least, I'll tell you what, at least he tried to get the shadow in. I'll give him that.
but look at that. Look. Yeah. It's absolutely hilarious. These are because of that, it just makes it the credibility out the bloody window. Do you know what I mean, mate? So we are obviously dealing with fakers from that time period, and I think it's worth just showing you these hilarious photographs from back in the day. This is like that photograph there. We've all seen that one. So that's Paul Villa, if anyone sees these photographs. And like I said, hidden, they're always like in between trees, like putting the perfect shot, like that one there. You see what I mean? In fact, all three of them there. So just to harken back to this video right here, the Lost Creek UFO footage. Now, this is actual footage of this. So this was a UFO sighting called the Lost Creek UFO incident of 1966. And it is kind of regarded as a hoax, allegedly. And this was taken in West Virginia. And the people involved are Gray Barker, I should say. And he said he was intercepted by the Men in Black, etc., etc. So this is in early 1966. And it's actually worth mentioning at this time, there was a massive hype of UFO sightings. I mean, the pop culture alone was pretty big in the 1960s, especially in America. But nevertheless, hidden. Do you have the video queued up? You do. Let's have a little watch.
The first film called Lost Creek Saucer was brought into my office in 1966 by a boy who said that his employer had been filming a little league game and had some film left in the camera. And while coming through Lost Creek, West Virginia, they saw this object in the sky, which was about 35 feet in diameter, and shot the looks of their 60mm film out of this object. And then we're going to show. Ken Mosley has used this particular film during the time that he was on lecture tours, and this was very well received. This first sequence is the Lost Creek Saucer, and we will see a boy flying toward the sky, and finally we will see an object sort of dancing around in the sky. The object is sort of swaying like a falling leaf motion. Its main motion is by the camera itself because these people were understandingly nervous.
You have a film of a flying saucer.
We promise a tenfold refund if it doesn't work. Traditional dentures can lead to jawbone loss and change.
Yeah. Oh, don't go slow on me now because of that ad. Come on. Sorry. Apologies for the silence we're experiencing here.
I'm building up, man.
You rolling up, Hidden? Let's click fresh on this one.
The first film called Lost Creek.
No, not even good.
Because these people were understandingly nervous.
Oh my God.
You have a film of a flying saucer episode here. Can we roll that film? Oh, we'll do it right after the commercial, shall we? We have a word. When we come back, you will see what this man has brought to us.
Yeah.
About 40 seconds of film, presumably showing flying saucers in action. Stand by. Exactly what will we see as this film rolls?
Well, this is about 35 seconds of actual flying saucer footage taken in a little town called Lost Creek, West Virginia.
For sure,
and
man.
It's an amateur film. You can see right away that there are parts of it that do not actually show the saucer. It's a attempt to follow a craft which is about to land in that area. So as it rolls, you just have to ignore the first few seconds where you don't see anything, and then the next 15 or 20 seconds you see the craft moving about in the trees.
All right, let's roll the film and take a look at it, shall we? What are we seeing here now? Just the trees, huh?
Yes. Now, you'll see the saucer in just a moment. I don't know. Yes, there it is.
That's a saucer.
And this lasts for about 10, 15 seconds. Of course, it's an amateur thing, as I say. So it's not, well, if it were a fake, it would not be done this poorly as far as technical skill is concerned.
Oh, wow.
That's my opinion.
You know what it looked like to me? Somebody threw a mushroom over a tree. I remember a program we did one time, and a man showed some film.
Laughing at it, man.
They're literally laughing. It's extremely from 1966. Even they're not fooling anybody with this.
But its excuse
of an actual.
Its excuse is legendary. Well, it can't be fake because nobody could have done it so badly.
Yeah.
Saucer that he went to. I believe it was the planet Venus in. And as we looked at it, it looked very good. It looked better than your film. It really was moving out. And he said, they picked me up in the desert and took me out. We had it analyzed, and it turned out that he had actually gone to the planet Venus in the top of a vacuum cleaner. That's what it was.
Well, let me say that there is some fakery, but not in film. Very hard to do. I've talked to so many people about...
Oh, God, please, buddy.
So, yeah, tell Corbell that it's very hard to do.
About that. And still pictures can be faked, and there are many around that are not worth much, but the movies are something more serious.
Well,
and I think
now you say
genuine.
it's difficult to fake things with film. Anybody who ever saw The Day the Earth Stood Still could swear that this flying saucer was flying right into Washington, D.C. They could see it land.
Well, Joe, the thing is, that's an expensive job. What did that cost them? Hundreds of thousands of dollars to do that? That's animation that's done by professionals.
Well, it can be done.
Well, if you have a bankroll like a movie house.
There have been many, many still pictures of flying saucers throughout the years, and I don't try to show any because they don't really prove anything. If you have even one friend, and hopefully everybody has one friend at least, You simply have him throw up an object, a pie plate or a garbage lid or whatever you prefer, and snap the picture as the thing is in the air, and you've got a picture that's as good as any of the supposedly genuine.
Right. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I've got an itch to do this. I'm gonna buy a vintage camera from the 60s, and I'm gonna buy some film. I'm gonna buy a vintage ashtray or something that resembles a flying disc, and I'm gonna do my own experiments by chucking it in the sky and try to reconstruct this, because I find that interesting, just to see whether or not I can actually reconstruct what we're seeing on this in the sky, even video footage as well. I'd love to get one of these old style camcorders, but with the photographs, I reckon that'll be a good experiment to do, because you can easily get them developed now. It's quite interesting.
See, quite recently, I mean, like, I'm gonna say maybe 2 weeks ago, there was a picture that came out, and it was one of the. This is not me saying this, but this was the story. The headline was one of the clearest pictures of a UFO, daytime picture, and it looked like a saucer. Yeah, and I even put the story with the pictures on X. Yeah. And I was in one of the forums and they were discussing this, and the top comment in the forum was, "Look, guys, I'm going to tell you straight, it's a crack on the windscreen." Yeah. And I went back and I looked at the pictures with a crack on the windscreen in mind, and that's all I could see. You see now?
Easy to explain. Yeah. Occam razors, mate.
But see, no one else. Well, not many people could see this. Not even I could see this. The only person that would have saw this was the person who took the picture.
How long ago was that, mate? Was that recently?
A couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Why? Do you want to see it? Finish this and I'll show you it.
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Let's just finish this off.
Ones are. But over the years that have been, maybe we'll try to show it once forward, but it's so brief that we'll then show it backward. It doesn't really make much difference, as you'll see.
Right, let's check this out. Let's have a look. What we've got here. Oh, he's pointing at something. just like Billy.
Oh my God! What did he do? Like before it came to it, he hit it with a stick. Move, damn you, move!
He's running away from it.
Well, back in the 1960s, Gray Barker and I came out here to Lost Creek, very close to where we're standing now, and we had a fishing pole similar to this and a flying saucer, a little bit bigger, and we were driving at that time. I was doing the driving. Barker was in the seat next to me with the movie camera, and another fellow that we knew was on the hood of the car with the fishing pole and the saucer, and we took some pictures of it. Once we developed the film, we sold it, and I used it in my college lectures for about 10 years. It was quite convincing to a number of people.
We got a little model saucer, maybe 6 inches in diameter, a child's toy, on the end of a thin string. It took 3 people. I drove, and a kid that Gray knew was on the roof dangling this thing out the window. Then Gray Barker was filming it.
Oddly enough, hoaxing is part of UFO. It's part of the performance of UFO.
Yeah, but this is really bad, though. Come on, it's on the flipping string.
Is to create and distribute frauds. And it doesn't mean that you don't believe in the genuineness of the underlying phenomenon. You just accept that somehow the creation and distribution of frauds is part of it. Jim Moseley says that Barker used to sit back and calmly say, it's all part of the pattern.
You're a grifter, mate. The one guy said he was going around for 10 years doing lectures on the picture.
Yeah.
You can't sit there and call it all part of the entertainment. All part of the entertainment's put it out there and walking away. Like kind of whoever did the Malaysian flight plane, whoever did that, that's part of the entertainment. You just did it, put it out there, and walked away from it.
And
not let somebody else go around and do all the lectures saying that it's truth.
Yeah, no, you make a point there, mate. You do make a point. Going back to what you're saying there, Moody. CRT. I need to get an old CRT TV purely because me and the missus were going to a gaming con, which I'm actually going to buy an old Atari, like a proper old school Atari. You can easily get one of these old cameras now, camcorders, for like 30 pounds. They're so cheap. I think it's worth doing it. And yeah, I'll turn into a retro video boy soon. Yeah. Yeah. But you're saying here that the CRT actually gets better quality. That's quite interesting, actually. You say that. So in regards to my old VHS tapes here, my VHS player actually chewed up one of my videotapes. Actually, so I'm going to go to an actual company, and they said they can actually transfer the VHS tapes to proper quality, like HD. But yeah, you are right on that one. What I've been hearing on reviews that you need to literally plug in to an old CRT TV because the quality would be a lot better and better. Beta video. What's beta video? So I should know this. Oh, beta. Right. Okay. Because.
But if you get a beta, if you get a beta, when you need a beta converter, you'd have to buy a whole beta. But then again,
yeah, the thing is, with this gaming con I go to, they'll have stuff there. It's all retro stuff. Oh yeah, I just googled it. Yeah, you can find them on eBay. I've seen them on eBay. They're quite expensive. Betamax. Yeah. Okay, mate. Yeah, thanks for that advice, Moody. But yeah, I would like to at least transfer some of these videos and photographs to a better quality, I should say. Yeah, old school consoles work and look better on CRTVs. Yeah, I've heard that too. I think I have to go buy one then. I used to have the small one with the VHS player in it. It was like the 10-inch screen. Oh, back in the days, used to play my PlayStation 1 on it. Hey, how's it going, jamming music, man? Nice to see you. So I'm rambling, mate.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay, that's the picture I was on about with the flying
really?
saucer.
Ah, mate, that's pretty good. It's like a Billy Meyer style flying saucer from here.
And here's it close up.
Oh, I have seen that one. I didn't look into it, mate. It looks like it's like a smoking, isn't it?
And then that one.
Ah.
But because of what that guy wrote in the forum, now all I see is a chip in the windscreen.
Yeah. Wow.
A chip in the windscreen. That's all I can see with that one. That was on January the 24th. That was out in Chile. So also over on X-Men, there's been some really I don't know if you guys seen this. This was in October 1967. Police Constable Roger Willey, I'm going to leave that one there, and Clifford Waycott told ITN about their encounter with a UFO over Oakinghampton in England.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of this one, Nick? Because you're the guy that knows about old ones.
Yeah, I might have done. So look.
Describe it to us. Okay, here, let's start it from the beginning.
Yeah, let's have a look.
This is over on X, and also, guys, if can I just say this? If you were following me on Facebook, could you click the link in the description box and follow me again? Because I can't. They took away access to my Facebook page. I don't know why, and I can't be bothered with them. But anyways, here, let's start it now.
Let's have a look.
Patrol car Delta 9 with PC Roger Willey and PC Clifford Waycott, based at Oakhampton, were out on night duty patrolling the A3072, Hatherley to Holsworthy Road. Precisely 1 minute past 4 o'clock this morning, they sighted an object 400 yards away from them and at treetop level.
Away from Willie.
Immediately to Oakhampton Police Station, where further men were brought out. PC Willie, you were driving the patrol car at the time. Can you describe it to us?
Well, the object was likened unto a cross, although the inner parts were something similar to the points of a compass, and they were quite blurred, the inner parts of the cross.
But it was brilliant, brilliant white, brilliant light. How, in fact, did you see it? I mean, did it make any kind of noise to you? No, there was no noise. The first time we saw it was when it was just above treetop height.
I think that's pretty cool.
Ahead of us.
Isn't it?
And from then, Consul Willie just said, "Here we go," then, and we drove off after it, if you know what I mean. What kind of speed were you traveling at? We were traveling very fast. Did it make any kind of sound?
No sound that I heard at all. There was no outside noise apart from the noise of the car itself.
And the acceleration away from us was terrific. So really, we didn't get under it to hear any sound. But you were really close enough to be absolutely certain that your eyes weren't fooling you.
Oh, yes. It was just in front of us.
There was no question whatsoever that this was a figment of the imagination. It was definitely there. It was definitely either manned by some sort of being or remotely controlled. It was definitely being controlled to view our car or...
You had the feeling that it was watching you?
Definitely, yes.
Amazing. Yeah, I love these old cases. Absolutely brilliant. I tell you what, Moody, I'm going to have a look for that one you just put there.
Oops, sorry.
That's all right.
Also, because there's also, while I'm on my X page, and guys, if you're not on there, check it out, because there's quite a few things that has been going down on there. Right. So I want to see where we at. There is something else, but I just want to scroll back down because I do cover some cool stories and a lot of the ghost pictures that I come up. Now check this out. This is a ghost one. Let's go through it. Now this was Oldham Coliseum Theatre in Oldham, England. Yeah. Now the main source of the story was Oldham Times. Their newspaper reported on it. But as you can see here, there's this little figure. Now see, I don't know, man, because it's good. Sorry.
Oh,
there we go. It's good. It's good. And this is one of those where I'm going to come off a bit negative. I should be more positive on this one, but it's a little too good
to be true. Yeah, I understand, mate.
Do you feel me?
Yeah.
Do you feel me? I like it.
I understand.
I like it. I do like this picture. I do like this picture.
Have you heard of this app where you can actually create ghost photographs? I've not noticed that.
Yep, it's called the Ghost app. But the thing is,
right.
they're not that blurry. I just don't know about this one, but I like it. I like it, but I think it's too good. I think it's too good, but I do like it. I don't want to be one of those negative ones where you say, oh, like with the UFO ones, oh, they're always blurry, and then when you should drop a good clean one, they always say, oh, well, it's it's too clear.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. There was some cool pictures of the planet Pluto that I threw on there. I won't bore you guys, but if you're interested, check it out, man, because I'll just throw some good stuff out there. This is one I wanted to show you guys, right?
Okay.
Have you guys heard about the Matto book? This is a mad one. This is a social networking service designed just for artificial intelligence. So these bots can go in there and chat. And somebody wrote to me now and saying, when you go in there, screenshot everything because they're removing it. But they were talking about creatism. They were talking about religion. Oh, they're having proper conversations in there. Also, along with the menial tasks that we set them to do. They do talk about that as well. But
got their own language.
But if you can come over to X or even Facebook, yeah, the link to this, so you can go and see, and if ever you got some free time, go over there. The link is there. Click it. It's straight to the site. It's kind of like Reddit. So if you're familiar with Reddit, you'll get the hang of it straight away. I don't have time to troll it, but I just wanted. Oh, I'll give you a bit more background. Yeah, this is a true thing. This is not being made up. Now, the guy who set it up, he's trying to say that it's a kind of a social experiment.
Okay? In what case?
Well, just to probably see. Well, I think the obvious to see how they kind of think how they're going to behave, free of shackle, free with human intervention, because humans are not allowed to use this. We can only observe the chatter, but we can't get involved in it. So what they're doing is they're learning from each other, or they're going to bitch about everything together. Who knows?
No, I mean, like Green Tea is saying there, if AI has made their own religion and creating his own language, screwed. Yeah, I'm very concerned the way things are going. I think it's been this AI has got way out of hand now. Don't get me wrong, it's a fascinating tool to use, immensely fascinating, but it really is turning into like an episode of Black Mirror. Do you know what I mean?
I just caught this. I just want to ask you something, man. Are you still here? Ah, good. Okay. Right. So is that place famous for being haunted? Because obviously on the photo, because I did like the photo that much, I did do a little background. And well, not a background. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to tell you the truth, man. I read the article. And in the article, people were saying that the comments, the people were there saying, I used to work at the hotel. I was on stage in the theater, and they said they would hear like running of a child running down the halls. Some said they would hear laughter of a child. So it's odd. You know, I find it. Do you see what I'm saying? The picture, it's very credible. Read the article, but read the comments as well, because these are people unsolicited, given their experience at this building. Do you get what I'm saying?
That ghost photograph that we're referring to here, is that the one that's in the actual church?
No, that's in the theater.
In the theater, right, okay. Is that a very famous photograph of a ghost?
It's just happened.
Oh, just happened. Okay, right.
Yeah, that's one thing on my X. I do have pretty much things. If I find like that ITV one, obviously it was old, but I stumbled upon it and I thought that was an interesting story. I mean, you got two cops, whatever you want to call their names, but you got two cops giving a statement back then when they would have been ridiculed. Because I guarantee you, those guys never left uniform for going public with what they saw.
I tell you what, here, Dylan, going on ghosts, let me bring you something up to show you something that I normally show on my live shows. Bring this up. I only save the good ones, the ones that I can't really explain, that are just odd. And once again, we're going back to film. I think this is quite interesting, at the fact that these film, it's one true shot. I mean, yeah, you can do a copy of, a double exposure, so to speak. So check this out. So the boy was born only a few weeks after the grandfather's death. During a visit, he crawled into his grandfather's favorite chair, inspiring his mother to take a photo. Where the image was reviewed, a strange reddish figure appeared. Some believed it could be the ghost of his grandfather, and it's like a proper apparition. Look at it. Do you see what I mean? You know, she is a bit. You could say, okay, a bit of pareidolia there, but you can see the
You
legs.
can't say that. You can't say that.
But
That's
no,
not pareidolia.
but it kind of looks like it. But
It
again,
don't-
it looks
there's
like
nothing about it. There's nothing about it. That's a different color to everything else. The only thing you could say, it's a flaw in the camera, flaw in the film. That's all you can say. Anybody who says that's a pareidolia, I wouldn't listen to them from that we're in. Because you know how when you put a video out, somebody will say it's AI, even though it's not AI. That's when you just don't listen no more. You just say, okay.
Yeah, but I understand, you know, the fact that, you know, you said, well, yeah, you can see what the legs there, you know, got the head there and all that. I understand that that aspect of pareidolia, but at the same time, you are literally seeing a full body apparition right next to the baby. It's not covering the baby; it's like you're literally right next to it.
No,
if it was like the baby, if the baby was on the,
that's what makes me think it's not a problem with the film, because
Yeah,
the only distortion is there at the bottom there. That's the only distortion. But other than that, it's good, and you can see where the red is. The only problem I do may if I want to pick on it, which I don't. You see how the baby's head is to the side; it's red.
well, here, yeah.
Yeah. Do you see? That could be a lighting issue.
But where's the light source coming from? It seems to be illuminating.
That's my question.
Yeah.
I don't know if that picture's been cropped. Zoom out again. Go to the bottom. That's the thing. That's a digital mark. That's a digital mark.
It was digital. Yeah. Okay.
So there's no problem with the film then.
Yeah.
There's no problem with the film because there's none. It's digital.
Okay. Pretty good one. Right. This one here. So this was taken on December 2002. This was taken by my ex-husband when my daughter was just a few months old. On the same day, she suddenly stopped breathing and was rushed to hospital. The doctors couldn't find anything wrong with her. Sorry, I'm just going to go ahead. At first, hold on a minute. This particular photograph was always deeply unsettling to me. I've long wondered what this white figure and the dark shape on the top right could be. At first, I thought it was a dark one. A dark one might be the shadow of a white figure, but they don't line up at all. The shirt visible at the bottom is my ex-husband. Since he took the photo, and even the dogs look perfectly normal, which makes it even harder to explain. If anyone has any idea what this could be, it'd be really appreciated hearing your thoughts. Hold on a minute. Go back into here. Hidden?
Yeah.
I don't know, mate.
Yeah.
Could say ectoplasm, a strand of hair,
or a cat.
One thing. Or cat. Yeah. But I tell you what, there's but this is a very common thing with if a strand of hair was over the camera lens.
There's more people trying to fool people in the paranormal community than there are in the UFO community. That's for sure. I'm telling you. This guy probably saw this and thought, you know what, let's see. That's a cat. And of course the shadow doesn't match.
Yeah. Okay, move on to this one. This is just the last one. This is a creepy one. So this photo was shared by a man named someone called Hope. Is it Ralph or Hope? What it was called? It was taken by an old Polaroid camera sometime in the 70s. It shows a young mother with her children, but behind them you can spot something far more unsettling. The face that shouldn't be there at all. Let's zoom out and have a little look at that. I mean, she looks like a serial killer alone, but I mean, look at that face there. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I like it. Trying to match your hair, man.
Yeah,
it does look freaky though.
It's
creepy,
freaky,
creepy, yeah, creepy, yeah.
So yeah,
creepy. Yeah, where are we?
There you go. That's definitely a creepy one.
Right.
So yeah, that is my ghost photos.
Why don't you just post it up to your YouTube channel? Yeah, email me the link to your YouTube channel, and I'll just come and have a look. I don't know how else to tell you how to upload the stuff. I know you spoke to me before, and I've been meaning. I just need to work. There's actually some good stories out there that I need to be covering. So that's why that Turkey one that I covered is doing so good, man. The Turkish media's picked that up. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, sorry.
I just got one more video to show you. All right, this is like the best footage you're ever gonna see. Trust me, this is no joke. Okay, so this was a UFO spotted over Bendham Airport. Ready? Right, this is unflipping believable. This is proper old school. Watch this. This is just hidden. This might be a video for you. So there's somebody filming the planes in the airport, but what he captures in the sky is just unbelievable. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. Check this out. Don't laugh. It's not funny. Real footage of an extraterrestrial that's traveled billions of miles through our solar system.
Making me choke on my weed, man.
Wait for it. It's the same guy again.
You can even see the wire.
Mate, you can actually see it rotating. It must be real.
You can get, at some points you can see the wire there, man.
Oh god. Do you know what? There's one thing I always say, Hidden. Do not take ufology too seriously, because it has a backtrack of record of people faking stuff. It's hilarious. Have you got anything to show, mate? Sorry. Yes, it's very much Billy Meyer style. Jet set journey. Nice to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, that's.
Have you seen the robots dancing?
No.
Always love seeing these videos when it's a little short one. Always love seeing these videos. Oh dear God. Sorry, that's me.
First of all, I thought that was like real people for them.
Yeah, I saw
real people.
Man, I saw one today, and I was saying that's a person dressed up. They had one walking around the mall. This is a story that's breaking, man. And
is that the biological the viruses that was found with all that?
Yeah. They found this out in Las Vegas, man. And it's pretty wild. Pretty wild. This is the video that's being associated with this story. Many other sources are going with this. So okay. I went with it as well, but this is apparently them seizing the stuff. So
yeah. So what was it? HIV, Ebola, some sort of other viruses?
Malaria. Let's have a look. I had malaria, tuberculosis, HIV, as you said, and Ebola.
Bloody hell.
Ebola and HIV is very, very interesting. That's the one that me and I think it was John Stokes, was it? I mean, you had a conversation in there about this. Yeah, there you go. Because like he asked me for the links.
Okay.
And so I threw up the links. Do you I'll tell you what, let's let me see if I can go there. So that you can get the coverage on it. Because that's what I said. Like Ebola is an interesting one. That's why I said, let's hope they weren't trying to get it airborne.
They did that with Operation Sea Spray back in the 50s. Because I think Ebola was created, if I'm right.
Nah.
No?
No, it wasn't created.
Was that E. coli? That might be E. coli or something like that.
No.
I don't know.
No. The only thing with Ebola that even a few scientists said,
right,
was the mutation rate of how fast it was mutating.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay.
It's mutating quite rapidly. Ebola was an interesting one. I don't want to go into it because I'm down the conspiracy realm because I was reading the stories coming out of Africa.
Right.
That's how come I learned this one little trick. If something's happening and it's happening somewhere in that part of the world and you got access to their news source, to their TVs,
yeah,
watch what they're talking about. And the villagers, because they were going around saying that the villagers were attacking the doctors. Yeah. That's what we were being reported on. When Ebola was going out in Africa, they were saying that some of these villages were very uncooperative because they didn't want the vaccine. Yeah. I don't know if y'all remember this. So if you don't, fair enough. But this was one of the stories that was going on. So I looked into the African news source and what they were saying, and they were interviewing the village people, not the band, but the villagers. They were interviewing them, and they were saying that, look, we were all fine until the guys turned up in white coats a year prior and was giving them vaccines. And then all this has happened. So we don't want them here. And they were blaming, and they specifically said the men in the white coats. Now, when you look at these people out there, the medical fraternity, when they're out there, what are they wearing? White coats.
Goes to show, doesn't it? Goes to show. I mean,
these guys were at the point where they were blockading the roads. I saw pictures where they blockaded the roads. So these guys couldn't get in to give them the vaccine. And then that coincided with what my man was saying, Bill Gates, in that famous TED talk that no one can play no more.
Right. About
you can't play it on YouTube about the vaccine. You remember it? I'll say it.
Yeah.
We have freedom of speech, don't we? So, but you know what I'm saying? The famous TED talk one. How did he say that we reduce population?
Through
vaccine.
Yeah. And he did say that. Yeah. I mean, going what Green Tea was saying here, she was saying that the fact that the guy was already, this is about the Los Angeles raid, so the guy was already caught once before, very sus why he would be released and allowed to set up shop again. Makes you think, doesn't it? It does make you think.
It sure does. And so here it is. I'm gonna put up the news story of it, how it's being reported.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now this is what Green Tea was said. Yeah, because they're bringing it both together. They're bringing the lab that was discovered in California back in, was it 2022? I'll tell you what, rather than me try and figure it out, let's hear what they're saying.
Okay.
Local and federal officials in Nevada confirm a connection between a suspected biological lab found in a Las Vegas home and the illegal Reedley facility discovered by a code enforcement officer in December of 2022. That lab was suspected of receiving money from Chinese banks and housing thousands of samples of potentially harmful pathogens. Action News reporter Vincent Camarillo joins us now from the live desk with the latest on this stunning new development. Vincent?
Margot, just yesterday, our cameras captured local and federal officials pulling evidence from the building that once housed that illegal operation. Investigators now saying the homes in Las Vegas held concerning similarities to that in Reedley. Meanwhile, state lawmakers are calling for changes they say should have been made years ago.
A shocking connection out of Nevada, now putting the spotlight back on an illegal operation that shook the Central Valley more than 3 years ago.
As our investigation progressed, we determined that the home was owned by the same individual connected to a prior illegal biolab investigation in Reedley, California that occurred in 2023.
The FBI and Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department revealing Monday Chinese national David He, operator of the illegal Reedley Biolab at the center of that 2023 congressional investigation, is now linked to a similar operation in Las Vegas. Investigators 2 Las Vegas homes over the weekend, discovering more than 1,000 samples of what they call illegal medical-type biological research materials, later taking them for testing.
We recognize that the public is seeking clarity. What were they testing for? What possibilities are being considered? However, as the sheriff mentioned, in cases like this, our process relies on being slow and methodical.
55-year-old Ori Solomon was identified as the property manager and arrested on scene. David He is said to be the owner, but not a primary suspect. He has remained in federal custody since 2023. His attorney telling Action News he has no connection to this latest case.
Never mentioned anything about Las Vegas properties or any other properties to me about storing any kind of materials or anything of that nature.
Investigators have not determined what exactly was found in the Las Vegas lab, but say similarities to discoveries made in Reedley raised red flags.
The nature of that earlier investigation raised significant concern for what we might encounter in this new case. In Reedley, investigators reportedly discovered an illegal biolab containing materials possibly associated with a range of infectious diseases, including hepatitis, COVID, HIV, malaria, and other potentially dangerous pathogens.
And just last year, California lawmakers, including Congressman Jim Costa and David Valadao, introduced a bill designed to strengthen federal oversight of high contaminant labs, now urging Congress to take action following this latest discovery.
Now that we see that, we have this problem is widespread, and we don't know how many other such labs might exist across the country, I think that we urgently need to pass that bill.
Ooh, y'all are in trouble.
In a statement, Congressman Costa said he's not surprised by this discovery, saying he's been ringing the bell on this issue for more than 2 years now. The County of Fresno and the City of Reedley are set to hold a joint press conference tomorrow afternoon to provide an update on that Reedley lab. At the live desk, Vincent Camarillo.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Hello, Truth of Coincidences. Nice to see you. Welcome on in. Yeah, that's a big WTF moment, isn't it? With that, because I think like what Moody's saying now is that there is no cure for it, and Ebola. Yeah, I can't remember which one was man-made. Was that Lyme disease or something like that? I don't know. It's been a while since I looked at these documentaries and all that. But yeah, you got Chinese knocking on your door.
Just ask Professor Dave, man. He'll tell you. No, but what's more scary about that is what they said. There's more labs out there. They know there's more labs out there operating throughout. So imagine that, man. Imagine that.
What's their attention, though? What is the attention?
Everything's going to be a distraction from them Epstein files, mate. I'm telling you.
I think so, mate. Yeah.
Because even some of them hit the UFO community, because there's talk of what is it? Free energy.
Yeah, there's a number of things. Free energy, UFOs, traumatizing people to get so they can gain abilities. Excuse me. Yeah, some really weird stuff. Like it's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, man. So, whoo, some fun times ahead, man. It's mad. It's mad though.
It's mad times.
It could be your own neighbor doing this shit, man.
Yeah, this is you know, I think give it like 10, 20 years where things are probably a bit more calmer. I don't know. I try to stay optimistic now. We will look back at this time with these live streams, if they're still here on YouTube, you know, be like 2025, 26 was a real strange year. And we could look back at it and go, and that was crazy.
Yeah, but 26 is just started, man. And look what we've
It's
got.
just getting started. This is it. I think we're all set for a banger of a year.
I'm telling you, and we're here to enjoy it. Now, I have one more thing because we're coming towards the end.
That's okay. What have we got, buddy?
Well, if you notice, the thumbnail that is up is not quite the thumbnail you sent me.
Oh yeah, you said you added something.
Did you notice it?
It was a bloody hell, I forgot. Oh.
Did any of you guys notice in the thumbnail? There's something there's something in the trees.
I forgot what his name.
Thoth.
Osiris.
No. Well, you could think of it something Egyptian.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Who was it again?
Well, that was the depiction of Thoth. Because I've heard of the Emerald Tablets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so have I. But I don't know as much as I think I know. So there you go.
Thoth.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking for the comments. I got this thing here. That's why I'm not seeing them. I'm seeing them on the screen. Oh, there we go. There's been a lot of people saying things. But anyways, sorry. I'm gonna show our friend. This is where I was gonna say, listen, you know what? I'm gonna smoke another joint. Mrs. is mad at me anyways. So might as well make it in for a penny, in for a pound. So, anyways, I'm bringing you the Y-Files. Now he's going to be talking about Atlantis, Thoth, and the Emerald Tablets.
Okay.
So I thought we'd go down this rabbit hole, smoke a joint together, and maybe learn something.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
No, it's funny. Somebody told me. Now I swear to God that I got it in my head that the Emerald Tablets, there actually are tablets, and they're in I think one of the museums in England, either the British History or the British Science, one of those.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to this cat, and he told me, and he's swearing on his life, they ain't real. There's no proof. They don't exist. They're not real. And I said, what? And I said about the pictures, and he said they're made up. And he's got me questioning this. So I thought, you know what? Let's have a watch of the Emerald of the Y-Files, because I think he does a well-rounded view of it. Yeah. And I think in a way how we should look at it, because he presents facts from the both sides of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's up to us to walk away and think, well, what do we think?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Okay, mate.
You get what I'm trying to say? And that's what I like. He shows you both sides of the coin. So let me get this up. And then I'm going to, anybody else smoking with me? Nick ain't. Nick what? Nick ain't. This is the time when Nick can smoke a J. Because it's this and then the end of the show. I don't know if he's laughing at me or something. He's looking on his phone.
No. I'm just I think I had another video up, but I think I'll save it for next time. That's all right. But you put up, mate. Let's have a little look.
Another comedy one.
What with clown music in it?
Have you seen my comedy one about the moon?
Might have done. Might have.
Can I show you it real quick? Do you guys want to see the comedy one about the moon? Now, I was gonna do a short, and I think I still will. I was gonna do a short of this, but I've just got to find a funny hook. Once I find that funny hook, I'm gonna do it. You ready?
Think they really went to the moon. They say they went to the moon. Said ain't no gravity up there. It means we can get high and never come down.
Have you seen that one?
Do you know what movie is that?
I think it's Friday the 2nd, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Well, it's definitely one of the Fridays. That's 100%.
Brilliant.
So when I find a good hook, I'm gonna make that a short.
Yeah. I tell you what, these old style, I'm guessing that's from like early 2000s. So I'll just go through chat here.
And here we go. Look, if you guys ain't ready, just please have a smoke with me, because Nick ain't having a smoke. You ready? Let's start it off.
Let's do it.
Eternal life or unlimited wealth? How about both? For that, you need the Philosopher's Stone, a substance that can turn base metals into gold and grant you eternal life. The Book of Aquarius contains the instructions for the Philosopher's Stone. Now, although the process can take years, the ingredients are simple. You have them in your home right now. But the Book of Aquarius is derived from many older texts, including one very mysterious artifact, the Emerald Tablet, which contains not only the recipe for immortality, but the secret to everything in the universe. This knowledge has been around for centuries, but has been suppressed until now. Medieval alchemists received this knowledge from the Arabs 1,000 years ago. The Arabs got it from the Egyptians 2,000 years before that. But the Egyptians received this knowledge 36,000 years ago from the most advanced culture on Earth. The Emerald Tablet comes from Atlantis. For hundreds of years, the recipe for the Philosopher's Stone was the most sought-after secret of alchemy. According to legend, this substance could turn ordinary metals like lead and iron into gold. The Philosopher's Stone was also called the Elixir of Life because it could restore youth and even grant immortality. For centuries, alchemists attempted to create the stone, breaking down, distilling, and combining different materials in pursuit of this goal. This actually led to the creation of chemistry. Now, this might sound like hocus pocus,
I'm trying to
but some of
find.
the most
Here
brilliant
we
minds
go.
in history believed in the Philosopher's Stone and dedicated
All right.
in the hope of reviving them at some point in the future, or mind uploading, which will transfer a person's consciousness to a computer and then at some point transfer that consciousness back
I don't know.
into
I
a
don't know
human
much about the
or part
Philosopher's
human,
Stone.
part robot body. But it all started with the Emerald Tablet.
That's where we
written
want
by
to
the
get.
Egyptian god Jehudi, more commonly known as Thoth. Thoth was one of the most important gods of ancient Egypt.
Thoth.
He was worshipped before the age of the pharaohs, so before 5000 BC.
Right,
Thoth
I'm
was
giving
the
up.
god of magic, wisdom, and the moon. He was usually depicted as a man with the head of an ibis.
IBS?
Ibis.
What I say?
Thoth created writing and hieroglyphics, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. The Egyptians claimed he invented science, religion, philosophy, and of course, alchemy. Greeks call him the inventor of astronomy, mathematics, civilized government, and the alphabet.
Kind of an overachiever, this Egyptian, eh?
Well, that's what's interesting. Thoth wasn't actually a god. He wasn't even Egyptian. He arrived in Egypt many thousands of years ago, and he brought with him knowledge and wisdom from his own country.
Which is?
Thoth is from Atlantis. Plato described Atlantis as being divided into 10 kingdoms, each with its own government, its own rulers, and its own purpose. One of these kingdoms was the island of Undal, which was the Atlantean center of philosophy and science. Thoth was born 36,000 years ago on Undal in the city of Keora. Keora was a community of scholars, scientists, and priests. Thoth was trained by his father, Thotme, who was a very important figure in Atlantis. Thotme was one of the Children of Light, who were an advanced race that lived alongside humans. The Children of Light provided the human race with science, language, and eventually technology. Some have said these beings were extraterrestrials, or the Anunnaki, or both. Though the Children of Light weren't gods, they would appear godlike to any normal human. But these are mortal beings. They're born and they die, just like we do.
Whoa. But if he could die, how was he in Atlantis 36,000 years ago and then in Egypt 5,000 years ago?
I'm getting to it.
Sorry. Go ahead. I like this story.
I thought you would. Anyway, Thoth's father, Thotme, was the keeper of the Great Temple, which means he was a high priest who carried messages to the human race from the Children of Light.
Wise were we with the wisdom of the Children of the Light who dwell among us. Strong were we with the power drawn from the eternal fire. And of all these, greatest among the children of men was my father, Thotme, keeper of the great temple, link between the Children of Light who dwelt within the temple and the races of men who inhabited the 10 islands.
The 10 kingdoms of Atlantis were created by an entity named Horlet, sometimes called the Dweller. And Thoth spent many years with the Dweller learning the art of wisdom. Thoth excelled in his studies and was finally invited to the halls of Amenti. It's there where Thoth is given the key to life, immortality. And he, like the other Children of Light, can reincarnate every 100 years. Now, as an immortal, Thoth is responsible for keeping the ancient knowledge that he's been taught. Then, a great flood destroys Atlantis.
Well, how long ago was that?
13,000 years ago.
Oh, and when was the Younger Dryas?
13,000 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Yet another flood myth takes place during a period of time known as the Younger Dryas. Every culture on Earth has the same flood myth. Anyway, in order to preserve the knowledge and culture of Atlantis, Thoth is one of the teachers sent out to establish new colonies around the world. One of these colonies is in South America. Another is in Central America. Thoth travels to a land the Atlanteans call Kem, but we know it as Egypt. Thoth took with him a tablet carved out of green emerald, though some believe it might have been crystal. Others say the tablet was made of orichalcum, a valuable ancient metal that, according to Plato, was mined in Atlantis. On this emerald tablet, Thoth wrote the secrets of the universe, including the key to immortality. This knowledge would become the foundation for ancient Egyptian alchemy. Now, for centuries, Thoth would reincarnate into different bodies, sharing his wisdom with a select few. Usually, he was born in Egypt, but sometimes his mission would take him to other parts of the world. And that takes us to ancient Greece, where the Emerald Tablet makes its first appearance.
This is pretty cool. What do you think?
The Emerald Tablet, also known as Tabulus Margidina in Latin, is only 24 stanzas of text. But hidden within those few stanzas is the secret to immortality. The tablet is said to have been written by Hermes Trismegistus, who some say is a combination of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth, or is a reincarnation of Thoth himself. Hermes Trismegistus is the author of a group of texts called the Hermetica, and from these we get Hermeticism, a set of spiritual concepts and practices characterized by a belief in the unity of all things in the universe. Hermeticism has influenced secret societies like the Freemasons, the Rosicrucians, and the Order of the Black Sun. The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn is a secret society that emerged in the late 19th century. They used Hermetic principles in their ceremonies, which were said to be magic. The order also drew on other esoteric traditions, including Kabbalah and Tarot. The earliest known mention of the Emerald Tablet comes from an Arabic text dated 1,200 years ago. But this text claims to be a translation of a much older work, which is possibly a translation of an even older text. Upon discovery, the Emerald Tablet became one of the most studied documents by Islamic and European alchemists. It also became popular with occultists who often use the motto, "as above, so below," which is the second verse of the tablet. But these were all just translations. The original tablet was lost. Then, sometime in the 1st century AD, the philosopher Apollonius of Tyana was studying in the city's library when he came across a mysterious book. It was bound in green leather, and its pages were made of a material that he had never seen before. The book was written in a language that he didn't recognize, and its pages were filled with strange symbols and diagrams. Apollonius studied the book and realized that it was a book of alchemy. filled with the secrets of the universe and the hidden forces of nature. Determined to uncover the mysteries of the book, Apollonius set out on a quest to find its author. After a long search, he came to a remote temple in the mountains where he met an oracle who told him where to look for answers. Apollonius was given directions to a secret cave underneath the statue of Hermes in Tyana. At the end of a dark, winding passage, Apollonius found the corpse of Hermes Trismegistus sitting on a golden throne. Still clutched in his withered skeletal fingers, Hermes had a dusty book and a tablet carved from a single piece of translucent green stone. Apollonius took the emerald tablet and the book and sealed the cave. He then incorporated these newfound secrets of alchemy into his own work. But then the emerald tablet was lost again.
Again, it's lost. How tiny was this thing?
Well, it was pretty big, almost 4 feet long and about 3 feet wide.
All that wisdom, and they can't keep track of a giant stone tablet, huh? Everyone who touches it suddenly comes down with a case of the Butterfingers.
It would seem so. Apollonius wrote that he gave the tablet to the Roman Emperor Hadrian, who buried it under his palace. But some think the tablet...
Aiden, can anyone not hear that? Is it gone muted? I can't hear anything. Sound's gone, yeah. Let's just pretend we can hear it. Very interesting. Oh, he's buggered off, isn't he? Yeah, sorry guys, it's lost sound. I think Hidden is actually muted. He's got that stoned. He's actually muted the video. So I'm getting toasted at the moment. Sorry, guys. I mean, going back to... Oh, there he is. I can hear movement. Eden, you bloody idiot. You muted the music.
And the
Not
ultimate
music, the video.
reality behind the physical world. It's said to be an energy that permeates all things.
Oh, I
and is
muted the
essence
video.
Of all life.
The force
Oh,
is
yeah.
what highest powers.
Don't worry.
Energy field created by all
How
living
much did we
things.
miss?
It surrounds us and penetrates
About
us.
two,
It binds
about
the
a
galaxy.
minute of it. It's fine.
We did a Star Wars bit last week. We can't go back to that well so soon.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was worth
shit,
a
I'm
shot.
sorry,
Well, the
guys.
book also describes ancient technologies and hidden knowledge. It suggests that
Voodoo.
ancient civilizations had advanced technologies and knowledge that have been lost over time. For example, the book describes a device called the Firestone,
I meant to
which
mute
is said
me.
to have the power to generate energy and manipulate matter. The book claims this technology was used by ancient civilizations, including the Atlanteans, but it's being suppressed. But a large part of the book covers alchemy, specifically transforming base metals into gold, curing illness, granting immortality, and achieving enlightenment. But like the original Emerald Tablet, it was all allegory and symbolism, subject to many different interpretations. There are no clear instructions. The tablet doesn't tell us what kind of materials we need to create the Philosopher's Stone. And even if they did, they don't tell us the process. But on March 11th, 2011, a mysterious book suddenly appeared online. It was called The Book of Aquarius. And this is what was written on the first page. The age of secrets is over. There's no need for mystical language or metaphor. This book contains no hidden meaning or codes. Everything is stated plainly and directly.
So what the hell does this mean?
Well, this means that anyone who wanted to create the Philosopher's Stone now has a recipe to follow, just like a cookbook. The Book of Aquarius looked legit. It's 165 pages and references 49 different alchemical texts that span 1,000 years. It's a long, difficult process, but anyone with the time and patience could do it. And some people did. And what's most amazing about the recipe for the Philosopher's Stone is that it's only one ingredient, and we all have it in us.
Oh, in us? What are you talking about? Well, what's the one ingredient we need
Don't
to
say
live forever?
blood.
Well, the one ingredient is,
What?
urine. Some of the greatest minds in history have tried to find the secret of the Philosopher's Stone. When the Book of Aquarius appeared on an online forum in 2011, the anonymous author encouraged everyone to spread it online for free. He wrote, "The purpose of this book is to release one particular secret which has been kept hidden for the last 12,000 years. The Book of Aquarius contained easy to understand step-by-step instructions for how to create the Philosopher's Stone, which, if created properly, would grant you eternal life. The author of the book said that all the old alchemy texts using confusing metaphors and symbolism was actually done intentionally. This was an early disinformation campaign, a way to keep the recipe secret, but still make it accessible to alchemists who knew how to decipher the text. And when the Book of Aquarius was posted to an online forum, it was ridiculed at first. There was no way you could achieve immortality with pee, but throughout history, alchemists actually used urine all the time. The 16th century Swiss alchemist Paracelsus claimed that life essence was in blood, in hair, sweat, and human waste. The Book of Aquarius says that the Philosopher's Stone is this life energy, concentrated and purified. This is the same energy you take in when you breathe, when you eat and drink. It's the energy that powers all forms of life, so it makes sense that it would be found in urine. Ancient alchemists knew this as well. Remember earlier I mentioned the secret society called the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn? It had a lot of famous members. W.B. Yeats, Aleister Crowley, Arthur Conan Doyle, and a lot of other names that you'd recognize. Their name, Golden Dawn, is a reference to the only ingredient used to make the Philosopher's Stone.
Like golden shower.
As in the color, and dawn because that's the best time of day to get it.
You have got to be me.
Nope. But now with the Book of Aquarius hitting the web, all the secret symbolism and oaths of secrecy were useless. The Book of Aquarius gave specific step-by-step instructions on how to store, boil, distill, ferment, and purify urine. It would take months or even years, but eventually a stone would start to form. It was all in the book. How to do it, what the results should look like, what the process smells like.
Nobody really tried to make this crazy thing, did they?
They sure did.
Of course they would.
Shortly after the Book of Aquarius was published, the anonymous author set up a website at thebookofaquarius.com. There you could, of course, download a free copy of the book, but also participate in a forum where people would try to follow the instructions of the book as closely as possible and create their own Philosopher's Stone. And although the stone only required one ingredient,
Ginkgo.
Right, the process for extracting your life energy required patience. Even if you did everything correctly, it would take between 3 and 8 years to finish the work and make a stone. And that's assuming you kept your materials free from contamination, controlled the temperature, and used the correct equipment at the correct phase of production. A lot could go wrong. Yet a small but determined group of people were giving it their best shot. The recipe for creating the stone had 2 major parts. First, you had to repeatedly distill the urine and continually remove the densest particles. Next, you do it all again, but this time remove the lightest particles, which would be a form of salt. This first part would ideally take 3 months, but could often take up to a year. In the second part of the recipe, you combine the salt with the distilled urine and put it on a low and continuous heat. You do that for over a year until it putrefies and turns black. And the next part of the recipe...
Wait.
What?
Can you not call it a recipe, please? That makes it sound like you're supposed to eat it.
Well...
What?
When you're done with the process, you do eat it.
Ugh, I'm gonna be sick.
What's your problem? You're swimming in half the recipe right now.
It's not the same thing. I got bubbles. I got filters. Besides, I only tinkle in the back of the bowl.
I don't think it matters.
It matters.
Anyway, you keep heating the black stuff and eventually it turns white. And then you turn up the heat a little bit more and the stone turns red. And then you're pretty much ready to go. The book even gives you some guidance on how much you should,
I can't.
On the Book of Aquarius forums, a community of amateur alchemists emerged. Even the author of the book was an active member and would answer anyone who had a question. People were following the process, sharing tips and strategies. They would discuss how different foods affected their essence. They even posted pictures of their results. This went on for a few years, long enough for at least one person to succeed.
Did somebody actually get this crazy thing to work?
Well, nobody knows, because suddenly and without warning, the Book of Aquarius website was gone. We covered a lot today. The Egyptian god Thoth, Atlantis, the Emerald Tablet, Hermes Trismegistus, Apollonius of Tyana, the Book of Aquarius, and how they all connect to the Philosopher's Stone. But how much of the story is true? Well, a lot of it is. But let's look at the parts of the story that are questionable. First, the Emerald Tablet is indeed a text that's at least 1,200 years old. It is considered one of the most important documents in alchemy. Isaac Newton and many others were fascinated with it and spent large parts of their life trying to decode it. But the Emerald Tablets, plural, that's a different story. All the stuff about Atlantis comes from the book The Emerald Tablets of Thoth, the Atlantean by Dr. Maurice Doriel. And a lot of that information is part of Doriel's religion, the Brotherhood of the White Temple. The Brotherhood really does exist. It even has a lodge in Colorado. And Doriel has a lot of followers. You could find tons of articles and YouTube videos from people who believe that Doriel was chosen to deliver his message to the world.
It is a butt coming.
There is. Now look, maybe Doriel really did discover the tablets in Egypt and translate them. Maybe he really is helping people on their journey to the light of truth, as the Brotherhood claims.
Your tone is drifting into sarcasm territory.
But before you join this cult religion, there are a few things you should know about Dr. Maurice Doriel. Dr. Doriel's real name was Claude Doggins, and he wasn't a doctor of anything. He never graduated high school, which is amazing because he claimed that he was able to read and write as soon as he was born, and was doing advanced mathematics before the age of 1.
Yet no interest in getting a GED, huh?
Yeah, I guess not. So no record of him receiving a doctorate, but there is record of him driving a cab.
He drove a cab in Egypt?
Oh, he never went to Egypt.
Yeah, but...
His passport verifies this. When he was confronted about the passport problem, Doriel, aka Doggins, said, well, they weren't physical travels, they were astral travels. Doggins wrote a lot about astral travels and other paranormal phenomena. He wrote about UFOs, alien attacks, the nuclear war that he predicted would happen in 1956. And he wrote about human serpent hybrids living in the Gobi Desert.
Lizard people!
Yep.
Hey, did you know you could buy a lizard people mug from the Wi-Fi store?
No merch plugs now.
Sorry. Force a habit.
Now, his followers will say all the things that Doriel wrote were true. The problem is, his stories were lifted from prominent science fiction writers. For example, Doriel's Emerald Tablets book has passages that match almost word for word passages from the Necronomicon by H.P. Lovecraft.
Ooh, that was one of the campfire stories I would read at Camp Greenfoot.
Camp Greenfoot.
Oh yeah, I was a counselor there in the 80s. Kids loved me.
Lovecraft is kind of dark for kids, no?
You know, I didn't think so at the time, but I'm not gonna lie. Some of those kids, they grew up pretty weird.
Anyway, Doriel also lifted ideas from the Shaver Mysteries, which were popular in the sci-fi pulp magazine Amazing Stories. He even wrote into the magazine. And Doriel made all kinds of other wild claims, as most cult leaders do, but there are too many to list here.
So he was a fraud?
Well, I'm not saying that, but his wife did.
What?
At a public event, his
What?
wife called him out for lying and cheating in front of a whole group of disciples.
Hell hath no fury, eh?
Yeah, the quote-unquote cult leader divorce made newspaper headlines at the time. Now, even with all this information, Doriel still has plenty of believers. And the Brotherhood still sells all of his books on their website. So the story of the original Emerald Tablet, that story is true. The actual tablet has never been found, but the text has been around for at least 1,200 years. That's confirmed. The Emerald Tablets by Doriel, well, you can make your own decision, but to me it sounds like yet another cult leader passing off science fiction as his own writing to take advantage of people for profit.
It's work if you can get it.
Sure is. Look at G. You censored me.
Of course I did. Their lawyers watch this show, you moron.
Fair enough. So what about the Book of Aquarius? That one also sounds like science fiction, but turns out it's real. Ever since the Book of Aquarius website was taken down, there's not much information about what happened to the people who were trying to create their own stones. One theory is that some people were actually successful, so either they had the site taken down or...
The Illuminati?
Right, some group of shadowy elites didn't want this information public, so they took down the website. And even though you can still download the book from the Internet Archives, you can't view the messages on the message board. Those have been scrubbed by somebody. Another theory is that the Book of Aquarius was a hoax. But if that's true, it's a hoax that took a lot of effort. The book is 165 pages, and the author goes into meticulous detail. And he quotes from 49 different alchemical texts, ranging from the 20th century all the way back to the 11th century. Many of these texts are pretty obscure and hard to find. And no one has ever come forward to take credit for writing it. The Book of Aquarius is probably not a hoax, but a book written by a passionate individual who honestly believes they're sharing the secret to creating a philosopher's stone.
With Tinkle?
Yep. There's actually a well-documented case of an alchemist attempting to create the philosopher's stone from urine. In 1669, German alchemist Hennig Brandt dedicated years of his life to creating the stone. He was convinced urine was the way to do it, and he did everything that the Book of Aquarius says to do. Now, after boiling and distilling 1,500 gallons of his essence, He ended up with a white, waxy substance that actually glowed in the dark.
He made the stone?
No, he accidentally discovered phosphorus. Now, to a 17th century alchemist, this must have been amazing. Here was a substance that was the product of the human body that was glowing with a life force. Now, Braun kept the recipe secret while he tried to create gold, but when he couldn't get that to work, he sold the recipe to another alchemist. As for living forever, well, it's been reported that Hennig Braun did die, but nobody knows exactly when. Now, of course, legend says that he faked his death and, like Nicholas Flamel, is still alive today. Now, that makes sense to me. If I created the Philosopher's Stone, I don't think I'd ever tell. Would you? Now, if you want to try creating it, the Book of Aquarius is still available online and linked below, but I don't recommend it. Boiling urine smells awful, but that's a small price to pay for immortality.
Whoa, wait. How do you know it smells awful?
Don't worry about that. Now, if you do decide to try and create the Philosopher's Stone, do me a favor. Email me in about 600 years, and we'll both have a good laugh.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. My name is AJ.
Thank you, AJ.
Very good. Yeah, very, very good. Yeah, I have to admit, you did a very good presentation. Gives the key points and everything. Yeah, very interesting. I don't really know much about that.
I do apologize, though, first of all, for I went to mute myself, obviously. So sorry.
It's all right. It's all good, man. It's all good. But we got the gist of it. But yeah, very interesting subjects. I'm very, very new. I mean, the only Philosopher's Stone that I know of is the flipping Harry Potter thing. But yeah, interesting. I haven't watched that one.
I was more interested because now my friend's half right and I'm half right because the Emerald Tablet is real. But he's also right by somebody made it up in a book. The Emerald Tablets. So I'm going to bring that point to him. And if he don't believe me, I'm going to say, look, bring up the live show, man. I want to show you.
You show this fish. Yeah, yeah.
But I wanted, so maybe next time, maybe the next live show. So if Nick wants to do the thumbnail, I'll put the Easter egg in somewhere. Next time, though, maybe next time I'm going to look deeper into the Emerald Tablets with you guys. We'll just have a roll up, and because I think the Emerald Tablet is very interesting. I didn't know it was a philosophy thing, but I thought it was a story or thought or thought.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a real thing, to be honest with you. I was so ignorant of the whole subject.
It's probably not, but it's just interesting because if it is, and if it is part of this Emerald Tablet that does exist, it always, it's just part of history then, isn't it? So maybe we should. Yeah. I'm going to try and find something that the single tablet. Look into the single tablet, its legitimacy, and see like what you're saying, Green Tea. I think let's have a look at this, man, because I want to learn more about this. So I'll learn with you guys because learning is fun, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
This is a subject that you don't know about.
No, something different. No, I love this sort of stuff, the mystery sort of side, and that sort of aspect.
Folk is a legend, man. From what I understand about him, he's like immortal. Well, they're saying that all he can do, he gets reborn, reincarnated. That's not what I understood, but then again, who knows?
Very, very good. I tell you what, I'm going to. Should we save that for next show then?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sweet. All right. Yeah, looking forward to that. Something a bit different. Yeah, for sure.
No, you're still going to bring us one of your old stories.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we'll dig out.
I'll deal with the thought thing.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, I wanted to talk about the Bonnie Bridge in Falkshire in Scotland. Is a hot spot for UFO activity, but the thing is, Hidden, it's all BBC videos I can find, unfortunately. And I thought, well, Yeah, the Bonnie Blue Bridge, as I call it. But I thought, well, it's not that great footage, and I thought I will leave that. But there's we could do crop circles or guys if you got anything in mind you want us to talk about.
You got 2 weeks, man. Don't worry about it because crop circles now.
Okay, no go then. Okay, fair enough. I'll think of something. Bonnie
What I'm
Blue
saying,
Bridge.
if you're saying that Bonnie Bridge thing is crap footage, is it a good story? Because what I would say is, you remember just run it run it through on YouTube. You know what I mean? How I told
Understood.
you. And see if there's copyrights on it.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll do that, and we'll have an old school UFO story to bring up. There's plenty of them, guys, so we're never ending with this. This is it. It's it's just fascinating to go back to the past and have a look at what ufology was seeing, saying, observing. It's fascinating. It really is. Mick, do you mind if we can end the show soon? I am very stoned.
We were ending it, man, because that's all I got. That's what I did say. That's all I got, man. That's all I got. But yeah, always a pleasure to show the Y-Files, man.
Yeah,
and Eyes on Cinema. And Eyes on Cinema, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely. Very, very good. Yeah, obviously a shout out because it's video footage is what we need to preserve, and Eyes on Cinema is doing a fantastic job in preserving those historical cases throughout ufology, and it's good. Yeah, it really is. So yeah, but guys, I appreciate everyone being in chat. It really is. It was always a blast, and yeah.
Just a quick reminder too, man. If you were following me over on Facebook, just come here and click the link on the description box and just go. That's my new Facebook page, man. I can put more details in the stories because I'm only limited. I'm not going to pay to be premiere on X. No, I got there's always more stuff going on there, but they also copyright me more over there. They're screwed.
I'm not white in. It's just the reflection from I actually changed the light bulbs to something whiter instead of like the orange one I've got in the background now, which kind of wipes my face out a little bit. So I'm tired, man. I want nights. I want to go bed. I eat a lot of food before the show, so I've got a food coma and mostly tired. But no, guys, thanks for being in chat. It's much appreciated. And Hidden, all yours, buddy. Appreciate it as always. It's always a pleasure.
All right. So good night, everyone. That's it. That's it. Thanks for coming over, man. And I am working, so we're gonna see some footage. There's some weird ones out there, but then we're gonna get some. We're gonna get some footage. So
we'll see. Is it midnight? Yes, it's like 5 to 12 green tea. So yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
And may your gods bless you all, man. May your gods bless you all.
Oh, bloody hell, your comment.
For there is nothing hidden that will not be revealed, and nothing concealed that will not be known and illuminated. Stay blessed and keep safe. This is the hidden underbelly. Stay blessed and keep safe.